Yay. Okay, so I'm live now. Hopefully I'm live. Okay, everybody that's going to show up has showed up or is going to be showing up. Yeah. So we're going to talk about the farming life. And yeah. Oh, cool. I'm glad you can see me now. How you all doing? So I'm pretty sure he's going to show up here, and that's fine. I did watch the I did actually stop and watch the apology video, and I'm sorry, but that was not an apology. He might think it was an apology, but you know what? I've got this really nifty device right here, this guy right here, and on it I have Facebook Messenger. And on Facebook Messenger, there was a whole conversation that I had with him, and anything that he said after that is not an apology. So what he said in there, and I don't think I'm going to take the time to read it. No, it wasn't an apology, and you'd understand the whole thing. Am I having troubles with the 8530? Well, yes, kind of, sort of, maybe not. It could be anything from a stupid, simple little sensor to something major. I don't know. But, you know, in that little book here, this little, device, my telephone, is something that I really don't think that I need to show at this time. But it depends on how heated it gets on this live stream tonight as to whether I read this or not. So I'm not going through any misfortunes. I'm not having any problems other than the weather, which, welcome to farming. It is all about weather. It has nothing to do with anything other than weather. Tractors can be replaced. I can unhook the 8530 and hook it to the 8120 if I absolutely have to. The 8120 will pull that baler okay, just fine. I can put it on the 4960. It really doesn't matter to me. I'm not having problems like some people would lead you to believe that I am having problems with. This is my Indiana Jones hat. It is actually an Indiana Jones hat. Can you believe that? I paid good money for this hat because I just love Indiana Jones. And, back in the day when I was a kid and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and all that stuff were out in the movie theaters, it just gave me a love for treasure hunting and things like that, which was really cool. So anyway, Mr. Eric Moser, or the Farming Life, has said that he is only tormenting and taunting me so that he can get subscribers to his channel. Okay. I personally don't care. If my subscribers want to go over to his channel and watch his channel, I am okay with that. That's why I put The Farming Life as the title of this video, because there's a lot of people that don't know who the guy across the river is. The guy across the river is The Farming Life, and that's who it is. I have not said anything negative about The Farming Life. I have not. Did the whip come with it? Anyway, no, the whip didn't come with it, but I had a whip back in the day. And I wore it out. I whipped my sister with it one time, and I got whipped with it after that by my father. It wasn't fun. But yes. Which channel did Eric put this crap on? It was the Farming Life channel is what he did. So I felt that it was a necessity on my channel and to be creative in my way to actually document some of the deer damage on other farmers' crops that led me to decide to make a choice in my operation to move away from corn and soybeans. Now, I didn't really want to move away from corn so much because I just love corn. I love the smell of it. I love the time of the year that you put it in the ground. I love harvesting it. Even though there's there's problems with combines and elevators and augers and dryers and fires and just broken stuff. It's all part of the welcome, Farm All Fanatic. Thank you very much. You love the River War series. Well, this isn't really a series. This is really just someone go to his channel and tell him that I am on here live and I would like him to come to this live format just for the simple reason I think he needs to be here. He is not blocked on this channel under the Farming Life channel. He is blocked as Elm Custom Harvesting because at that time, he was just a total douchebag. But when he came here under the Farming Life channel, he was behaving himself. So, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Farmall Fanatic. Always a good thanks.
Open.
Uh-oh. You see this? Okay, so my lovely Asawa is in milk production, right? Feeding William. And when I was a kid, we used to feed the cows brewer's grains. Does it taste bad?
Mm.
You see, Yingling had this is pale Pilsen or Pilsner.
I like the lager one.
I couldn't get the lager. Anyway, so brewer's grains for cows, they produced more milk. So my father says, hey, why don't you get her some beer she'll drink? Because she likes the Yingling lager. Apparently, this isn't any good. Yeah. So there's just... Yeah, I got to feed the fire. So anyway, so he comes on, and I was doing these videos. I don't bother anybody. I haven't said anything about Eric on any of my videos since July, since the last load of horse shit that came up here. But he feels the need to throw gas on an already raging fire. And yeah, Ling Ling, Asian beer. That's funny. Hey, you're drinking Ling Ling beer, not Yingling beer. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Anyway, AgriKing. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, so I decided to do these videos on the deer damage that we have here in New Jersey to bring awareness to other people and to make some of my viewers understand that deer just will decimate a soybean field. I mean, if you remember my videos from years ago, I did a lot of shooting years ago. We had a deer problem like you have. We still have the deer problem. I have a neighbor, and I showed, well, all my neighbors, anybody that's growing soybeans is fighting a deer population that you will just never, ever, ever get a handle on. When I was shooting deer, I was shooting hundreds and hundreds a month, not 10, not 20, but literally 200 to 300 deer a month in the summertime. So we would start shooting in, say, May, and we wouldn't stop shooting until the 1st of October, right around October, because that's when they would pull the depredation permits because the bow hunters were out there. And we would stop shooting just as about 2 weeks before the bow season started, because the bow hunters would get out in the field and they were like, oh my God, they're shooting the deer. And then we had problems from the deer hunter. So I've decided that I'm actually going to drink a beer. This is the first beer I've had since I was in the Philippines. I don't even know what this tastes like. It smells like beer, though. You know, I can't believe you don't like that beer. That actually tastes pretty good. We have very different beer tastes. Yeah. When is Stony Ridge Farmer come to your place? He did that about 2-3 weeks ago. He was here, asked us all not to mention that he was going to be here. And I think that's the video that actually triggered the Farming Life to make this video. Because, wow, it was just really weird out of the blue. And it wasn't rehearsed in any way, but Josh, the Stony Ridge Farmer, he says, hey, who's the guy across the river? And I was like, what? Okay. If you don't know who the guy across the river is, most people from my channel, and that's how it went. So if you don't know the Josh, the Stony Ridge Farmer, I suggest you go to the Stony Ridge Farmer's site. He is more towards the new farmer, first-time farmer. That's his channel. I'm an old farmer. I've been doing it all my life. My dad's done all his life. My grandparents did all their life. My great-grandfather started the farm in 1925 here in New Jersey. So you can go and see those. Yeah, this beer is good. It's Yingling Golden Pilsner. And honestly, if you like the Farming Life's channel, go watch it. If it's your style, go watch it. I've never said don't watch his stuff. I've always said, hey, if whatever floats your boat, if you like my channel, come visit. You know, I'm a pretty honest guy. I'll tell you the way it is. If I like you, I will. I'll tell you that. If I don't like you, I tell you that too. If I don't want to watch your channel, I'll tell you. I don't want to watch your channel. I do not watch the Farming Life's channel. I don't. I have no desire to go to his channel and watch it. The only time I watch his stuff is when someone says, "Hey, he's at it again," which I got plenty of that today. And what it was a retaliation or a response to the 3 videos that I did on deer damage in soybeans. Now, I watched about 50% of that video and I just was like, you know what, fucking idiot. How in the hell can you tell me that he showed a big path of tracks that go into the field. And then he tells me that I don't know what double crop soybeans are. I used to double crop. I have a lot of videos from years ago of me taking rye off and double cropping soybeans into it. Come on here. So I watched it, about half of it, and I was just like, you know what? And this is as honest as I can be. I actually came and I was talking to Teresa and I said, I could make a video about gonorrhea. And he would say that gonorrhea was good for you, not bad for you. And that's just the cold, hard fact. It was. So I made that little video. I'm not going to apologize for it because honestly, crocodile tears. The only reason he made that apology video was because he was getting such a negative, such a negative response to the video that he made on the deer damage. That is the only reason he did that. He had more thumbs downs on that video than he had thumbs ups. And of course, I made that video and people just went over to his channel and started to crucify him, which is fine. It's okay, and like I'm going to say it again. If you want to go to his channel, it's called The Farming Life or Elm Custom Harvesting. That's his other channel. And I'm pretty sure he's got some other channels also, but I can't prove it. And I really don't care. You can go check those out too. Gary Rivard, I wish you had bought it too. I believe that tractor actually went to the scrapyard, believe it or not. Yeah, bees, bees. If you keep hating on him, people will keep bothering him and make money off it. It's okay. Look, if you want to know how much money Eric Moser is making on his channel, go to Social Blade, and it gives you a large range. You just type in The Farming Life, and basically, from what I can deduce from the Social Blade, he is making anywhere from $1,100 a year to $17,000 a year. So somewhere in the middle is his actual revenue from YouTube. So 11 or 17. Well, what's half of 16? About $8,000. He's making about $8,000 a year. And kudos to him. If he can attract enough people to come to his site and watch what he does and they enjoy it, kudos to him. Great. Good job. Just because his style isn't what I would watch doesn't mean I hate him for it. I don't hate him. What I hate is when I come up with a content and I put it out there and the next thing I hear all this horse shit. The Farming Life Elm is doing this and that. And then I got to go watch it. And it's like, God, you just can't be creative on your own. Think of it in your head and do it. Don't go, let's see what Millennial Farmer's doing today. Let's see what OLF's doing today. Let's see what the Bandit's doing today. And go down the line. And then, hey, today we've got deer damage in soybeans. That kind of crap. Yeah, see, our Wyoming Life, thank you for the $10, by the way. I've been to a couple of your live streams, and I've seen some of his comments on your regular stuff. Now, I got to admit, I don't watch all your stuff. I've watched a few things. I like your channel. Is it fake ranching? Well, I don't know. Look pretty goddamn real to me. How do you fake ranch? How do you fake farm? If you wake up every morning and you go out onto your farm, You get on a tractor, you plant corn, you plant soybeans, you plant wheat, harvest, make hay, do whatever, turn cattle in and out, raise chickens, kill chickens, do hogs. You're farming. Whether you're doing it right or wrong doesn't matter. You're doing it. So there is no fake farming if you're actually out there doing it. And yeah. Anyways, can you do an update video on your house? I really like the work you've done. And I'm a fake carpenter. I didn't actually put this wood together. Well, I can honestly tell you that I sawed down the trees to cut the lumber out of to build this house. Not this stuff. This I bought. I couldn't mill that much lumber. So I'm a fake carpenter. I didn't do a great job. I did a good job. I didn't do a great job. I did a good job. And it's my house. So who's got to look at it every day? Me. Nobody else. Just me. So anyway, so that's these are my thoughts on this thing. I don't care what the farming life does. If he wants to go and take pictures of deer eating his soybeans and shitting out roses, that's fine. I might go watch that though. But it just really, to me, it's not my style. I don't like the way he films. He's putting up 3 to 5 videos a day, which who's got time to watch 3 to 5 videos a day? I don't. I never was a subscriber of his. I never was a frequent lurker of his. Yeah. Well, thank you. And actually anybody that comes in the house, they're overwhelmed by it. They think, wow, this is really awesome. And it is. It really is my brainchild. Yeah, you raise fake chickens too? Yeah, I need to raise some fake chickens and some fake hogs and some fake whatever, and I need to wax their ass too so they grow better. I don't know, and people get all upset because of this waxing thing. Don't put videos on YouTube of waxing tractors, balers, bicycles, pickup trucks, and cars. Don't do it. If you're getting negative comments on it, don't do it. Just go do something else. Yeah, the farming life is the guy across the river. That's it. That is the channel. That is the instigator of trouble. And he does it because he thinks that I care if he gets any of my subscribers. I don't care. I don't care. Go. We can share. We can all get along. If my lovely subscribers, my wonderful subscribers that come to my channel on a daily basis want to go over to the Farming Life's channel and subscribe to it, it's free. 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 You can do it. Free will, free. I'm not going to be offended by it. I really am not. There's nothing you can offend me by. Eat more chicken. Yeah. And and then I get these guys are saying, oh, don't you just love it? This guy is always out of breath when he's on camera. Well, I'm usually doing something. When I did my second soybean video, you hold your right hand up above your head. That's above the heart. Now your heart actually has to work harder to get that blood up and around. If you didn't know that, that's just a fact. And I had been walking around. And when you're talking, you take a deep breath, and you speak. And as I'm speaking, I'm still on the same breath, and the oxygen is going away from my lungs and into my body, and CO2, carbon dioxide, whatever is coming into my lungs to be expelled out of my lungs. So then it kind of stirs up in there as it's going in. Anyway, you run out of breath. Now, on a normal day when I'm just walking and not talking, just breathing and doing my thing, I'm not having a fucking heart attack, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I'm fake. I saw that yesterday, too. I was like, yeah, it is a fake hat. It's not real. This is like a figment of your goddamn imagination. Yeah, and, it's okay. We're human beings. We are allowed to like more than one person. If you went to his channel and you watched his stuff and you didn't like it, you don't have to subscribe. There's nobody there like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. You have got to subscribe. That's it. Get over there and subscribe to his channel. Because if you don't subscribe to that channel, I'm coming there and I'm going to get you. You believe that crap? I mean, God. So there's no gun. There's nobody going to show up at your house and say, why didn't you subscribe to my channel? It just doesn't happen. That chain of friendship, he ought to throw it over a beam in his barn and jump off of a bale of hay. That's what that thing's worth. That's bullshit. I got proof of the bullshit right here. I mean, I could start scrolling through it. But yeah, it's crazy stuff, huh? I wax my tractors. Honest to God, I wax my tractors. I do. I don't make videos, I don't think. I might have made a video of it, but it does help. It does help. It keeps them cleaner on the outside and they look nice. And yeah. Deer don't do damage. No, they don't. Not at all. They don't do any damage. They don't eat anything. It's just like cows farting, depleting the ozone layer. It's the same shit. Ay. You took a fake shit? Did you wipe the fake turds off your ass with that fake toilet paper? I did. No, it was a 7530. I made a video of washing the 7530. Yes, that I did. Yep. And yeah. Oh, and I got crucified because I had some girls. I had some girls on there, you know? Oh, well. Deer are fake. Yeah, they're not real, and they don't eat real beans either. Millennial Farmer +1 on that one. Haha. Oh, is he up there someplace? I didn't see the Millennial Farmer. Oh, there he is. Wait. I like my tractors like my women. Waxed. Yeah, waxed. I think I'm getting a little waxed right now. Whoa, John Thompson. Holy cow. Thanks, man. Donate $100 and I'll drink a couple of more of these, and then you're going to see a real shit show on here. You wax your rust? You know, I actually watch a guy on YouTube that does wax his rust. He seals it with polyurethane, and it looks like it's waxed. Awesome. 1963 Impala 2-door. Go look at his stuff. He has built trucks and stuff like that. And then he sealed it in, and then he convinced his friends to do it, and now all their rat rods are shiny, rusty rat rods. I'm not a drinker, so when I do drink one of these things, it's like 4. You know, it's one of these equals 4. And I'm only halfway through it. I like, what's that? Almost done. Geez, Teresa's kicking it. I thought you didn't like it. If you go to Abana in Upper New York in 2020, I'll have to see about stopping in. Hey, you know what? I have a forge. You can come in and you can help me with my forge and teach my son, Joseph. He is really interested in forging. As a matter of fact, you know what, Bill? Maybe we'll come out to Indiana and just me and my son, Joseph, and you can teach him some pointers. Holy cow. Another $10. Thanks, man. Teresa is not a lady boy. Teresa, are you... Could you bring William up here? Because has he pooped? All right. So William came from her, and lady boys don't have babies. That just doesn't happen, you stupid shit. One lonely farmer, you're an idiot. Anyway, Tim is back. Yes, Tim's back. I haven't seen him, so I think he had more than a few of these. This is actually really good beer. I would buy this again. I used to drink the Corona. I don't know who the other one lonely farmer guy is. Probably Eric, for all I know. I'm actually surprised that he hasn't shown up here. I actually would like to. I'm going to have to block one lonely farmer here. Yep, that's not right. And you shouldn't talk like that, because I wouldn't talk like that about anybody else. No, he could have went to jail. It would be a nice experience, I think. It'd teach him some things. Bend over, boy. Yeah. No, I don't like Budweiser. Budweiser's piss. I'd rather drink. I'll tell you a story about Budweiser. Okay. Wait a minute. I guess your area government is the reason you don't have fancy farm shop. You probably have huge fees and too many hoops to jump through to do any improvements or add more buildings. Well, it's taxes. If you build a building, the taxes are off the chart. My house, this house, I spend on 2 houses I own 2 houses, this house and the other one, you know. Anyways, the other house, I have a rental house. But the other house, And this house, my taxes are close to $12,000 a year. Both of them sit on about an acre and a half. That's it, $12,000 a year for the two of them, on an acre and a half. Crazy. I don't get upset about that stuff. I mean, it does kind of annoy me that there's people. I mean, I should be flattered, I guess. And, copying is the finest form of flattery. But when it's not really a copy, it's and it wasn't a joke. That's total bullshit. It was basically you're an idiot kind of a thing. Yeah. No, property tax is bullshit. Yeah, $8,500 for your house in Connecticut. Yeah, this one's 63, I think. 63. Yeah. Well, Eric may have a secret crush on me, but I don't swing that way. I mean, I ought to show some of these ones. Yeah, there you go. Wow, I'm 608 acres and a 1,500 square foot home. Yeah, well, Boozer, that should be where this is. I hope he doesn't want my D. Yep. Shit weather up here in Saskatchewan as well. Yeah, it's crazy. So when he comes on, and I did watch the apology video, I am not really wound up about the weather because I'm in the mulch hay business, if you didn't know. I am in the mulch hay business, and I can make hay into the winter. I don't want to. I'm pretty sure by the second week of December, I should be done with what I'm going to do. Now, I'm trying to purchase more corn stalks because I need corn stalks. I have a contract. I actually have a contract for corn stalks. So I need to come up with no less than 1,500 tons of corn stalks, which I think I can do pretty easily. It just has to be done. And I got a guy that I need to talk to here. I'm probably going to talk to him. I'm going to drive by his place again tomorrow, see if I can get his phone number. And he's a pretty good farmer. And he's got a lot of corn that looks really, really good. And it looks like there's going to be a shit ton of stalks. As a matter of fact, oh, is he here? Well, where is he? Let's see where he's at. I don't see him. Where is the farming life? Did you see the farming life? I didn't see the farming life. Nope, don't see him. Anyway, yeah, I really would like him to be here because you know what? He needs to come out and talk about this thing. If he wants to have a conversation, or if he wants to make stupid videos that are really off point and off the charts, ridiculous, and involve me in them, don't you think he should at least be here for that? And I'm sure he's lurking. Yeah, where is he? I don't see him. He's probably lurking. Who knows? I mean, I'm not seeing him. Yeah, it's Timothy. What is it? Timothy Ombred. I'm just gonna keep revealing your. The Budweiser. Okay, so somebody just sent me a text message about Budweiser. Okay, so when we milked cows, when I was a young man, I mean very young, wasn't even a man yet. I think it was knee high to a grasshopper. My parents used to. My parents, my grandparents, my dad, and he. God, I can't get these things. Anyway, I don't see them there. Anyway, they used to get brewer's grains out of Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch Budweiser. And for the cows, and we would feed them. They were wet brewers, and they were sloppy and not very much fun to deal with. I remember that when I was a kid. Hey, Bandit, how are you today? How'd that shit spreading going? I didn't get to see your second video. So anyway, I'll never forget it as long as I live, because I watched my dad pull a rat skeleton out of the brewer's grains. Just pulled it. He says, God, can you believe they drink that shit? And my grandfather, now he died when I was 9 years old, so it was before that. It had to be about 6 or 7 years old when this happened. And yeah, he there was rat pieces in it, a lot of rat pieces, because my dad would look through and throw them off to the side. So when you're drinking Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch Budweiser beer, there's, at that time, back in the 1970s, they were brewing it right along with the rats and the mice and pigeons and whatever else they could put in the brew. Hey, maybe it gave it that special American taste. Just like hot dogs, lips and assholes. It was Jimmy Scott from YouTube, huh? I didn't see Jimmy Scott. I don't know Jimmy Scott. Oh, that's Jimmy Scott? Okay, Jimmy Scott. Let's see, where are you at? Farm Wolf and Drink Up West, going to be an 8-hour live stream. It's done. Hey, I drink any more than this, and I'm going to be more than an 8-hour live stream. Or maybe less. I'll just probably pass the hell out. Alcohol kills everything. Oh, yeah. I got a story about that. Yeah. Things that fail to rise to the occasion from alcohol. That happens. Weedman. Canadian beer is stronger, though. Fact. Oh, yes, it is. Absolutely. But if you want a good beer, Red Horse. That stuff will put some hair on your chest. Right? Right, baby?
Red Horse.
Red Horse, right?
That's strong. Beat your ass.
Red Horse will. And the bottles are twice as big. It's like 10% alcohol. It'll knock you for a loop. So when I'm in the Philippines, it's about the most I drink. It's when I'm actually in the Philippines. Piss like a racehorse. Yeah, piss like a Russian racehorse. That's even better. So, all right, Jimmy Scott got the little orange Kubota tractors going on there. Corona Carter Fields. I don't know what the hell. This is going by so fast. How's Philippine beer? Oh, San Miguel Pale Pilsen, San Miguel Light. I like it. It is actually a corn-based beer. Huh? What's that?
He just burped.
Oh, he burped. So, hopefully I get my hay done before February, and I can go in February. Teresa's mom is going to come back in February, right?
Yeah.
And because she wants to see her grandbaby. Let me see this little guy. Come on. So this is little William. Yep, that's the back of his head. Oh, he's got cottage cheese. Ewy. Say ewy.
Ew.
So this is my guy.
Oh, William.
He's been on before. Right? So we're not sure what color his eyes are going to be. They're either going to be brown or blue.
Who is that? Isn't that you?
That is me. I could say something.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's cross-eyed right now and bow-legged, right? Right. So he's grown a lot, this little guy. Yeah, a little spit up never hurt anybody. But I remember when my other guys were little, Haley, I think it was Tim, and I was holding him up high above me, and he puked right in my mouth. That was a little rough. I mean, that one I just didn't like. And we didn't give him that type of formula anymore. So do I drink energy drinks? No, I don't. Oh, he
used to.
Yeah, I do. Well, I would drink a Red Bull here and there. Here, you can have him back now, Mommy. Oh. There he is.
Hold on.
Oh. He's back.
Gimme.
He's gone. There he goes.
Gimme.
Mommy says I'm too rough on him, but
Yeah,
I'm not. No, she's full of crap. I would love to know the culture of the Philippines. Was always interested in that country. It's a cool country. What would you think, Teresa? Do you think it's a cool country? There's a lot of beautiful women there. I will say that. There's a lot of beautiful women everywhere. But the Philippines is not what you think it is. A lot of people think that the Philippines is full of horny women that just want to go home with a white guy, right?
Ha!
Very conservative women. You're not going to go there and just show up and then have girls jumping up and down on you. I got puked on in the car right before going to FSA once. Who puked on you? Who? Oh, one of your kids. Yeah, I guess. Your son probably, but Emmett. Wes is a little bus. Wes have a little bus? A bus? What kind of bus? Coffee is king. It's not Thailand. No, Thailand. Well, Thailand, you might go home with a guy with a sex change because they do that just to support their families. Here's from Freiburg, Germany. Did you see how farms work review on the Krone baler? No, I did not. I didn't see the review on the Krone baler, just for the simple reason I'm not interested in a round baler. Yeah, not interested in a round baler. Yeah. So I guess he is not going to show up. He's just not going to come onto the live stream and talk because he'll probably get inundated by my fans or even their fans. So, but if you do want to go check him out, it's The Farming Life, and just click on some of his videos. Tell me what you think. You'll know. Put hair on the soybean fields. You can't have enough hair. In order to grow a soybean crop that is profitable, you need at least 500 acres of soybeans in order to, stay ahead. Isn't a sex change helping to support the Kardashians? Probably. Did he finally cut it off? I don't know. Did you buy Teresa? Did you buy Teresa? I always heard you could buy a Philippine wife. Wow. See, what did I say? These people have this false idea of what the Philippines really is. Go watch some go watch some channels on about the Philippines, YouTube channels. Now, there is everywhere. Oh my God, £5. How come tractors with 120 horsepower back in the 80s could pull 5 or 6 furrow plows? 2000 tractors with the same horsepower can barely pull 4 furrows. Weight distribution, I would say. I don't know. You should be able to pull 6 furrows with 120 horsepower. I don't know. I've never had that encounter. I mean, my 8120, that pulled a 6 bottom 18 pretty easy. And that's 200, close to 200. Bruce Jenner has just started buying a Chevy. Just saying. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we can do that. Where is this? You see, I'm just ignoring that idiot. Yeah, this guy needs to get blocked. Yeah, it's a shame, but I have to hide user on this channel. See ya. So that one gets to go away. Yeah. Yeah, when you start talking about Teresa, you're going to get blocked because you're stupid. Now, Teresa is not purchasable ever. That just doesn't happen. I think it would be very difficult for anyone to find a decent woman to purchase. It just doesn't happen. I mean, you can go into Flemington and get a prostitute, right over here. She's going to be Mexican or Guatemalan or Honduran, and probably the pimp is her brother. But yeah, it's that could very well be Manhunt Holsteins. I could probably agree to that to an extent. Well, I will say this though, when I went to that tier 3 interim tractors, God, I can't show these fast enough. Tier 3 interim tractors, the firing of the injectors were before top dead center to burn cleaner. So the engine actually had to fight itself to get over the top. It did. And then after they put the diesel exhaust fluid in and then the EGRs later, they were able to advance the timing to top dead center and then to fire down through the power stroke. So, yeah. The man across the river. Well, that's pretty good. The man across the river, you have my logo with a crosshairs. That's pretty ingenious. Now, I don't know if you're friend or foe. So if you're friend, you can stay. Oh, here comes the idiot. See, and this is the type of crap that happens. And he just doesn't realize that I'm just going to put it on. And this is another thing. I mean, these idiots get this idea to just try and interrupt the live stream by calling. So that guy, he doesn't even have a job. Well, I'm just unblocking all those things. It's fine. Yeah, man across the river. Hello. Well, I would like you to say whether you're friend or foe. Does anybody see man across the river doing anything stupid? Because I don't particularly like the One Lonely Farmer logo with the crosshairs in it. That doesn't make me very happy. Who called me a faggot? Tim's downstairs. You can't block non-caller ID. He has been an ass. Okay. So next time he pops up, I'm going to remove him. I hear William's got a hell of a... Oh, there we go. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you want to go see his channel, you can. It's perfectly fine. I have nothing against it. It could be him. It could be him. Yeah, I'm not seeing the guy across the river. He decided he wouldn't put his oh shit, now what do I got? He wouldn't comment anymore. Oh wait a minute. Yeah, time to go, I guess. See ya. Yeah, man across the river. I guess I'm gonna have to hide the user because I just don't really care for you. I'm sorry. Hey, Mr. Heavy Chevy, how the heck are you? We're just having a little talk about a guy that is a big man behind the camera, but when it comes to a public open forum about those prostitutes in Flemington, yeah, you can go get a prostitute in Flemington. We used to have there's a town up the road here, Springtown, Hellertown. And Hellertown, believe it or not, that's actually the name of the town. Hellertown was known for its prostitutes, and they would go, Wes, just a thought. Why don't you make a video about Filipino women? Help change the falsehoods, just a thought. I guess. I mean, I would love to have Teresa involved in something like that, but you never know. Teresa, would you help do a video about Filipino women and explaining the way most Filipinas are?
I'll think about it.
She said she'll think about it. Yeah, I'll block them. I don't care. Then that's just... Yes, I've planted Sudan grass. The steel hookers, right, from out of the Bethlehem steel. But well, if you can get into Bethlehem, they were full of them. But that's just the way it is, and it's that way everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world, you can go anywhere in the world and find a prostitute. You can go to the Philippines, you can go to Thailand, Taiwan. It don't matter. Russia, Germany. I mean, I think it's even legal in Germany. There's legal prostitution in the United States. I think they call it, what do they call that? Something ranch. Not the bunny ranch, but something ranch. Yeah. What the hell is croup? Croup is it's like a really bad upper respiratory thing. Not good. Yeah, I'm trying to get that one to show. That's kind of funny. Who would pay for a headache? Well, right. The headache. How about gonorrhea? Who would pay for that? So anyways, on this one video that I did, where in the hell there were some really funny comments. So the one video, what the hell did I call that thing? Oh, what's across the river video. You got to read the comments on that. I got some really creative people that watch this channel. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I can't get through them. Come to Erie, blah, blah, get a prostitute and a bag of heroin for $1. Oh, my God. For $1? Well, the joke was you could get a prostitute in the Philippines for 5 pesos or 500 pesos and a bowl of rice, right? Is that what they said? Well, that's what you said? 200 pesos. I think it was 200 pesos and a bowl of rice. First you give her the 200 pesos, then you fuck her, then you give her a bowl of rice. That's just the way it was. But it's hard. You're not going to, yeah, it's hard. It has to be hard or it won't work, right? Which 200 pesos? 200 peso, Philippine peso. That's their form of money over there. We have the US dollar. They have the Philippine peso. Bunny Ranch. Yeah, it's not the Bunny Ranch, though. It's, what the heck is it? Something Ranch. Yeah, the beer is hitting me just a little bit. I mean, I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. Yeah. Not the Neverland Ranch. That's where Michael Jackson was. Well, that'll get you fucked too, I guess. But is it the Bunny Ranch? It is the Bunny Ranch. No, I thought it was. Oh, what the heck? Mustang Ranch. That's it. Somebody has been there. Colin Fisher, the Mustang Ranch. That's the one. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Farmall Fanatic's been there too. I think that's might be where he's hung out in the last 10 years. The Mustang Ranch. I don't know. I'd go to the Mustang Ranch, I guess. I don't know. No, I won't. Teresa would shoot me. I've never even been in a strip joint, if you can believe that. It's kind of funny. Wes, would you fly a paramotor? Tucker got his good YouTube channel. I think he lives in your state. Oh, Tucker lives. I've been to Tucker's house, believe it or not. Yep. I have been to Tucker Gott's house when he was in, I think, a freshman, 8th grade or a freshman in high school. Me and Timothy were up there. We were working on an airplane. He has a Kit Fox that his grandfather had given him. I don't know. I think his grandfather's dead now. I'm pretty sure he is. So we were using a pickup header on the combine to collect grass seed. Yes, I have thought of that. Yeah, I spent all my crop money there. Hell. Now, that was a joke, believe it or not. So, don't feel bad, Farmall Fanatic. Sometimes I do have a sick sense of humor. I in no way think that you were at the Bunny Ranch. What the hell is this? This is something from Japan. Baby, this is something from Japan. What the hell is this?
What is it?
I'm not sure, but it's something. It was in my pocket. It got washed. How much more hay do you have to cut this year? 3,000 acres. Yes. 3,000 acres. It looks like a lottery ticket. Got a bunch of numbers on it.
It's probably just receipt or something.
Did we buy a lottery ticket when we were there?
In Japan, no.
I thought
gambling in the slot machine.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. It's from the pachinko. Pachinko. If you ever go to Japan, you got to go to pachinko. Yeah, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I didn't win. Yeah, see, it's like the remains of a. It looks like a bingo or a lottery ticket or something. It does have numbers on it. Just haven't gotten around to it. I guess you gotta. I won the jackpot of lint. You're correct. Let me throw that in the trash there. Yeah, it doesn't need to go through 3,000. Damn, 3,000. Holy shit, that's a lot. What's 3,000? What did I do for 3,000? Small squares and rounds. I hate small squares and rounds. Tell us about Mrs. Piper, your 5th grade teacher. Oh, okay. So I could tell you all about Mrs. Piper, my thoughts and feelings of her. But God, for 2 pounds, get it up to 20 pounds and I'll think about it. But I will say this, and I've said this for years, but I've grown up now and I probably would help her. But when I was a young man, I always felt that if I saw Mrs. Piper bleeding to death in a ditch after, say, a car accident or something, and all it would take is this finger to save her life, I wouldn't do it. I would just say, too bad. But, I'm older now. I'd probably save her rickety old ass life. Okay, yeah, this is Stephen Dunham. Ellen worked for a real farmer for a fucking weekend, and now he thinks he's something. Well, we all got to start somewhere. I mean, I was born into this, and I was raised in this. Did I like it when I was doing it when I was a kid? No, hated it. I actually hated it. I had to get up on Christmas morning and go milk cows and feed cows. I had to do that Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving. It didn't matter. Before we went deer hunting, I had to milk cows. So we're milking cows at 3 o'clock in the morning, go hunting by 5 o'clock in the morning. It sucked, but I wouldn't trade it for anything now. That's it. Oh, 3,000 more acres a year. Yeah, that's to bale. Yeah. Yeah, I got huge acreage to bale. It's crazy. How did I end up with 2 of these? I want to be a farmer. Well, that's a start. Trucking a harvest of wheat of farmers when his wife came out of the house kitchen door with a 30-06 and shot a gopher in her garden. She nailed it. 1 shot. That's why I behave, he said. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody as a kid loves farming at a young age. Yes, but when we grow up, we realize what it made us. You know, I want to farm, go to ag school. Not sure how I'm going to get started. You'd be better off working for a farmer. Go for business degree, and then go work for a farmer, and then use your. No, Eric's not coming here. He's here. He's watching. He thinks I'm here to talk crap about him, and with a title like the farming life, you'd think that he would want to be here. And I'm sure he's getting a lot of traffic to his channel, which is great. That's okay with me. I'm sure it is. When you began spent mulch fertilization, when do you begin? Well, I need 10 loads up here and I'm waiting. That's all. I loved it growing up. The fuck you talking about? Well, I liked growing up too, but I didn't like growing up I really was I felt like I was missing something. And it didn't help that I had two older sisters. I couldn't wait to get away from the farm either, But about the time maybe eighth grade, I started, with some serious chores that I was doing, started driving tractors and stuff like that. But, when your friend shows up on his bicycle and says, hey, we're going to Frenchtown. You want to come along? And it was deathly forbidden for me to go to Frenchtown. You need some new lights and do some night shifts, lad. I need some new lights? On what? I mean, I'll get the hay made. I just don't have the weather for it. Me, myself, and the farmer. Me, myself, and I farmer. I've never been to your channel. I found myself thinking about you for some reason. Me, myself, and I farmer. I don't know why, but I've never been to your channel. I should go there. Technolust. My phone has reject private numbers. I don't have that. I've got an iPhone. Somebody said the iPhones aren't so good anymore, but I don't know. I like it. We farm 10,000 acres of beans, rice, cotton, and corn. I bet you just love the deer too. Okay, what is the farming joke is an idiot. I hope those deer eat all his shitty looking crops. Yeah, and I will say that video did not show any. Well, the corn didn't look bad, but them beans look pretty pathetic. Even if they were double crop beans, they should be farther along than that. Well, I kind of like my apple. Ford Lover 35. Ford Lover 35. I think you're a fanboy of the farming life, if I remember correctly. If you're going to be here, you can behave. If you're not going to behave, you will be Frenchtown, Sin City. LO. Well, actually, Frenchtown it was not good. Well, you remember Frenchtown. Do you remember it smelled so bad just to walk through there? Frenchtown was full of drugs. But we were forbidden to be down there, and I always felt antlers are for self-defense. Yeah, for the deer. Yeah. Well, how many bales did you do with the new baler? With mine, how many bales did I do with the new bale? What, the Heston? We're over 600 bales with that now. 600 bales through it. We haven't had the weather. That's a dry hay baler. It'll bale damp hay, but it won't bale wet hay. Yeah. Yeah, there's a dick contest. Well, that was kind of funny. Tell your story. Wait. Tell your story about you planting and you decided to fuck off instead. Tell the story about. Oh. Okay. Well, you've heard that story. When I was a kid, we were planting. God, I think I was planting oats. I know it was oats, and I know right where it was. And well, it was before cell phones. Why do I need to tell this story again? You guys know. Yeah, but it was before cell phones, and I was a kid. I might have been 12 or 13 years old, so you can't really expect me to, you can't blame me for this. So anyways, I think it was the 4010. It was the 4010. I had the 4010 and the grain drill. It was an 8100 John Deere grain drill, and I had oats in it, and I planted all the oats that I had in the planter. And my dad had left my bicycle there for me in case I had a problem. I could ride it home, which was big because I was never allowed to go that far any other way. It is easy to get me off track. It really is. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, see, you did it again. Anyway, the oats, I planted the oats and I ran out of seed and he wasn't there. He wasn't there to fill me up. So I got on my bicycle and I went to a friend's house and I spent the entire day there. And when I did mosey into the farm, he was pissed. I don't remember if he hit me or not. He might have. I can't remember. Anyway, I had to plant those oats in the dark with a tractor that didn't have any lights. And he gave me a flashlight and I drove like this with the flashlight and I got it planted. I did, but when you're a kid and you just do stupid stuff, you gotta, Eric Moore, I don't have time for the wood miser at this time. I just don't. Yeah, Stony Ridge Farmer was here. He did a great job. Really enjoyed Josh's company. We joked around, had a good time. It felt like I knew him like forever. I picked on him, he picked on me, and we just had a good time. And that's what this is about. It's not about making videos to belittle or berate another farmer. If you don't agree, just shut your fucking mouth. That's all. It's that simple. You don't have to go, blaming your bullshit on weather, stuff like that. I mean, when it's bad weather, I do things that I should be doing instead of, what I can do, not what I should be doing. I should be making hay, but 2 videos on his channel. So jealous. Josh drove the Model A. Well, yeah, he did. I let him drive it. I wanted him to drive the truck too, but we just ran out of time. He needed to get on the road. Well, when I decide to fix the dozer, I'll fix it. Can you show your Kubota backhoe tractor? Yeah, I can, sooner or later. Yeah, go ahead. Check it out. It's okay. Yeah, I could blame the drill. Yeah, blame the drill. That was kind of funny. You can't blame the drill. The drill is a piece of equipment. You can blame the farmer that didn't make sure the drill was in the ground. You could do that. I don't want to be president. On average, well, right now, Carl's the only one that's hauling. We're taking 5 loads a week, and I should be at 7, 8, 9. I'm working with another composter. They're going to be bringing spent up. I've got 5 loads of spent. Truck driver was a bit of a dick, screwed things up. So that truck driver is not bringing any spent up because he's too impatient to wait to get it loaded, to take it back. So, yeah, I'm probably going to throw a couple of loads on this coming week. If I can't bale hay, I'm going to have to haul it, Don't use it very often, a Kubota. Yeah, life lessons are what you learn. Minnesota Oliver, did you get all your hay made yesterday? I got everything made. I didn't get done until about 10 o'clock last night. So talking to you on the phone, I had to drive 40 miles from where I was talking to you to get to the next property to bale hay. 40 miles. How many people will drive 40 miles for hay? I did last night. So, yeah. I actually drove 40 miles from where I was talking to Minnesota Oliver and Deer. He's a young guy, good guy. Met him a couple times at the How Farms Works, How Farms Works Farm Day. And I talked to him on the phone a couple of times. Real nice kid. And yeah, he's going to do an interview with me on success, which, I'll do it for him because I like him. He's a good kid. But I was talking to him on the phone yesterday, and I had dropped the bale of hay in the middle of the road. I had to push it out of the way, and I had to go because I was, I had gotten a couple other phone calls, But anyways, 40 miles I drove. It's crazy. I guess the boys in Alberta decided to share. Yeah, we don't want that. I don't have. Well, yeah, we got chickens. Drink 1 beer. I did drink 1 beer. Somebody paid me to drink 2, I think. Check out my channel, Wes. Tommy Boy 8530. Well, I can't because I'm on this. Talking Stone. Yeah. Well, I can't see spending that kind of money on a pickup truck. I'm sorry. I mean, the minute you drive it off the lot, you lose 30 grand. When you get it's 30% loss the minute you drive it off the lot. No, I actually pushed it out of the way, Tim. Got it out of the way and pushed it up into the field. Only broke 2 strings on it. I was pretty pleased with that. I thought I was going to break it and have to rebale the damn thing. But I need chat moderators. Why? Who's causing assholes? Who's the assholes? Hit the like button. We're 1,129 watching, but only 270 likes. Yeah, go ahead and hit that like button. Get this channel up and running, man. Yeah. Floyd Farms hoping the snow holds off until December. Yeah, I'm hoping this holds off too. Don't buy the. Yeah, why not buy the new Fords? I mean, I like the Ford. I've liked Fords all my life, and I can't stand to look at the Chevys and the Dodges. It's just ugly as fuck, Robert LaPlante. Yeah, thank you. I mean, that's really because diesel engines are expensive. The diesel engines and pickups are expensive. But getting back to this, that's why I started this channel. I really never thought that I would be on this channel for 10 years. I thought it would be a year. I would show a year in one lonely farmer's life, and that would be the end of it. But here we are in my 10th year. Coming up on my 10th year, going to start my 11th year in this. I've made it past 100,000 subscribers, close to 120,000 subscribers at this point. I enjoy everyone. I enjoy what I do here. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's become a part of my life. I guess it's like milking cows that pays better. I mean, I do make okay money on YouTube. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not allowed to disclose what I make, but I make okay money. I make okay money. And it's just fun, except for the times when you get an idiot that wants to cause trouble, but it's a lot of fun and I enjoy it. I mean, I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do, unless I'm taking loads of hay, is I go to my computer and I do this. It is, yes, WT Farm Girl, you're right. It is tough at times. Sometimes it's like, oh God, I didn't make it. And like I've said, when I stop enjoying myself doing this, I'll quit. I'll quit. And if they pulled the money out from under me, I think I would still do it. I really do. I don't think that I would not do it. I wouldn't be happy because I've grown accustomed to the money, but I would definitely continue to do it. I didn't start this YouTube channel for money. I started it because I wanted to show people what it was like to be a farmer in New Jersey. And at that time we were milking cows. If you go to my older videos, there's cows in there. I think I've got a couple of births and milking a little bit, stuff like that. Yeah, thank you. I mean, 10 years is dedication. And I always attribute this, my dedication is like, oh, look at the shine. My dedication to this channel is like milking cows, but it actually does pay better than milking cows. But even though Gurgle or Gobble My Balls decides to do what they do to us by cutting ad revenue or blocking or demonetizing and just removing videos for hate speech and things like that when they're not even hate speech, or sexual content when it's not sexual content. Well, I'm getting a little warm. That alcohol stripping off. I just do it because I like it. I like to read the comments. I like to make the videos. I like to explain what I'm doing. And I just like what I do. I dislike when people, think that I'm something that I'm not, or even voice their, and it's okay to voice your opinions, but when they make videos that are asinine and stupid to contradict what I say just to get some attention, it's stupid. And I do have to address it. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, just ignore them, just ignore them. Well, I think that's a lot what's wrong with this country is people think that you should just ignore it and it'll go away. Well, okay, I'm going to make an analogy here. You ever watch like National Geographic show? All right. So you got the water buffalo, this big animal. He's tough. He's got skin. It's thicker than thicker than whatever. I can't even grab the OtterBox cover, just super thin, super thick skin. So you got the water buffalo, and he's out there. He's minding his own business. He's got his calf, her calf with her, and she's grazing. And then a hyena, you know those little fuckers that come up behind you and bite in the ass? So the hyenas, and they're pack animals. There's like usually 4 or 5 of them or so. And the hyena comes up behind the water buffalo. And the water buffalo looks back and is like, yeah, whatever. That's how I feel about the farming life. I'm the water buffalo. I got pretty thick skin. I mind my own business. I'm just eating my hay and taking care of my family here. But then I get that piece of shit hyena that wants to bite me in the ass. So the hyena bites me in the ass, and I turn around and I charge it, and the hyenas go running with their tail between their legs. That's the farming life. And that is just what I feel about him. I don't bother him, and I really don't care what he does. Just don't go biting me in the ass. I got pretty thick skin and I can handle it. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, Mike's How To. You needed a shout out for $5. Well, Mike's How To. Go to Mike's How To channel and see what it looks like. I've never been there, but you can go there, check Mike's How To, and come back and write in the comments if it's a good channel. I'd like to see that. So anyway, every 3 or 4 months, the hyena comes up behind the water buffalo and bites him in the ass to get his attention. And the water buffalo spins around, charges the hyena. He puts his tail between his legs and runs back to his corner and offers the chain of, what the fuck was that? The chain of what? I mean, what was it? The chain of forgiveness? The chain of, I don't even know what the hell I was. I watched the video and I was like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You don't bite me on the ass and then turn around and make jokes about it. Fuck you. I'm not putting up with that crap. Oh, God. Anyway, no. Chain of donkey balls. Okay, that'd do it. I'd say that's the, well, I can't say certain things on here. I could get in trouble. Do you prefer your IVT in the 8530 or are you power shift transmission? I love the IVT. Having a little trouble with the IVT in the 8530. Not sure whether it's a sensor or whether it's something worse. But as long as I'm on the flat and I'm pulling hills, going down hills, it gets a little funny. So, you know, and it's not that I'm not putting my foot on the brake. It says that something is over revving. And when it does that, yeah. What the hell? What's this? Let me deal with it? I don't know. Do you watch Minnesota Millennial Farmer? I do watch Minnesota Millennial Farmer. I like him. Zach is a good guy. He does a good job. You know, he's dedicated to his craft. You know, he really works good. He's living in a shop right now, which I think is cool. I wish I had a shop I could live in. I'd sell this house and live in my shop. Then I could just wake up in the morning, throw on my clothes, go in and go to work. Yep. Cool trans on Mike's How To. So it's a cool channel. That $5 was worth it. Well, there you go. Mike's How To channel. I think there's a few people out here. Am I a fan of Chucky 2009? Absolutely. I've watched Lance since he was in high school. And, you know, I've watched Lance go from a tractor guy to a woodworking guy to a welding guy, and now back to the, you know, from the 5-acre failure to scrapping every one of those Alice Chalmers tractors. Now he's got a WD-45, and I'm like, man, didn't you have one of those before? But yeah, I like Lance. He's a good guy. He does a good job. Anybody that doesn't like Lance, you know, you're not going to find sympathy here if you don't think he's doing a good job, because I think he does. Text next to speech, TTS text to speech. I don't know what the fuck that is. Do you like farm fixing and fabrication? I don't know that one. Farm fixing and fabrication. I've seen it. I think I actually was on that live stream today for a little bit. But yeah, just like that he doesn't read comments. Well, look, if you read all the comments, sometimes, and you need to have pretty thick skin to read the comments, because there's a lot of redundancies here. And hey, come on, hit that thumbs up, guys. 431, there's 1,100 people watching this. Every one of these things should be a thumbs up. Come on, hit that thumbs up. Mr. John Deere 3720 just stopped by to say hi. Howdy. See you there. So Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Damn it. What did Farm All Fanatics say? Gonna get him fired up. Who's gonna get me fired up? Massey, what? Where are you, Massey? Come on. Where's Massey? Something or other. LOL Farmall. What's Massey Ferguson? You want to get me fired up? Donate me $200. We'll see how fired up I get then. No, you don't have to donate me any money. I'm just joking with you on that. Yeah. Oh, I was talking about the comments. So Chucky 2009 does not read the comments. I mean, I'm sure he does at times, but he had been shutting them off. The worst thing that Chucky does is actually add advertising throughout the videos. I like to watch a video and have no more than 3 ads on it. I get when you have one in the middle. That means you need a little extra revenue. So you put that one in the middle. But when you got 5, 6 of them in a 12-minute video, that gets a little bit much. And I do because it's Chucky and I like him. As a matter of fact, Chucky 2009 sent me this microphone and I thank him every day. I mean, you guys should be thanking him. He's really a good kid. And, I call him a kid because he's the same age as Timothy. And if you look at what Lance has done in his lifetime and where he has gotten to in his lifetime, and he has a girlfriend. I know he does. He just doesn't show her on YouTube. She's behind the camera. And, I haven't talked to him about his girlfriend, but you know what? Lance is doing his thing. He's been consistent. His content is good. He is not a liar like a lot of people on here. Custom. And, he's not a liar. So, yeah. How can you fault a kid for that? You can't. So, anyways, Lance has done some really good things. And, I actually was right next to where he moved to. There was a time that I didn't watch him as much as I should have been because I actually went down and picked up a 730 propane John Deere tractor near Waco, Texas, which isn't really far from him. I was within 2 hours, I think, of him. And that's been a few years ago. Well, I'm sure he did reply to you when you told him he was too young. I think he had like 150,000 subscribers before he got done with high school. I mean, isn't that an accomplishment for a kid who's in high school to have a YouTube channel? I mean, at the time he had that many subscribers, I had 15,000 subscribers. Now, here's this goofy kid that lives with his mother, and he's just riding around on go-karts, has the 5-acre failure. He's getting parts for a beat-up old pickup truck, and it's like, God, here I am. I'm 30 whatever years old. And what am I, 46 now? I've been at this 10 years. I'm probably 30, 37, 38 years old. And I'm doing this YouTube thing. And this kid who's in high school is doing these awesome things and of course the age is with him. Let's see. What's this Crone Baylor jump? What is this? What is that? Crone Baylor jump? Damn it. Why am I not seeing? We're all waiting. Wes, take a trip to Texas, Minnesota. Sounds like it's time for Wes to take a trip to Texas or Minnesota. Well, what's the difference? Go to each one. It doesn't matter. I like to drive. Chucky is a good channel. Also, Bagwell Farms and WT Farm Girl. Yeah, there you go. $40.10, $40.20. You want to buy a $40.20 or make round bales all day long? Get the one with the canopy, though. Where was I at near Waco? God, I forget. It's been so many years now. Yeah. 44.40 will do it. Yeah, I mean he's looking to start out. You can get a 40/20 for $10,000. Yeah. Yeah. I saw the apology video and I don't buy it. I think it's bullshit. The reason I say it's bullshit is because there was a whole conversation on Facebook Messenger on how my John Deere 8530 is a piece of shit and how I'm failing it. I mean, I could show it. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't want me to, which, and it's ridiculous, asinine stuff. And I mean, I don't know. He wants to know why. I mean, he wanted to know why I won't do a video, and here's some of it. He was saying that I claim. I mean, now look at that. That's a load of hay. If I took a load of hay that looked like that to the composter, I would get rejected. You can't have it. You can, out of that load of hay there, maybe 1 or 2 bales on a 36 bale load. You can get away with that only if you ask or beg permission to do it. That's why I have tarps on my hay, because I had problems last year. I don't hide it. I don't hide it. Yeah, no, I've never been to Kansas. I went to Kansas City, Missouri, and never went any farther. Yeah, I was going to go there on the Model A, but it's just kind of silly that some of the stuff that gets like. I mean, I'm going to read some of this. Yeah, I'd put the deer against the crone any day. You better get a new tractor because yours won't hold up. Your 8530 will die. I bet my MX 255 will drag that backwards. And if he thinks his MX 255 will drag an 8530 John Deere backwards, he's delusional. And I told him he was delusional. And he says, and you didn't make no $1 million in mulch last year, which is 100% correct. I stated that in the video with the Stony Ridge farmer, that I did not make $1 million in hay last year. I didn't. I said this year my goal was $1 million. I was close. When you're so close, it's like when you're 9 years old and you're on that baseball team and you're standing at the plate, bases are loaded, and all you have to do is get to first base and the team wins. And you hit the freaking ball and it pops up in the air and you're running to first base and the shortstop catches the ball. So close. And that's about how close I was to, $1 million in hay last year. I just love it when people watch what I do and they say, oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because I only show you what I want you to see. But the reality of it is I do pretty well with the mulch hay business. I don't know why people think that I don't. And it's really none of their business. The only thing that's their business. God, these scars are here. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? Thank you, Matthew Winning. Case can't afford something else. Yeah, I know that. Can't afford something else. Yeah, you can buy a case cheaper than a John Deere. That's for sure. Is he fucking stupid? 8530 has more weight and power than MX 255. I wasn't going to argue with the man. Sometimes you just got to pick your battles. And that was one that I decided to say, yep, you're right. Absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, what did I say? I says, oh yeah, I'm sure it will. That's what I said. And here's the proof right here. Oh yeah, I'm sure it will. So, and I also I wrote, you got that right. My 8530 is a right piece of junk. Your case is the best tractor ever built. So, sometimes you just got to prop them up and make them feel like, my 255 will do it. But it's kind of funny how that went. But that apology, don't believe it. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And he also says, you're not the biggest mulch grower in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has some of the biggest growers I know. Everybody you sell hay to, and I know what they're saying. Look. So what I said to him, and I'll read that because it's kind of funny, is in response to that was, just because you're incapable of producing $1 million in anything doesn't mean others can't. And I'm not saying that I can't. I'm just saying that it just doesn't mean that others can't produce $1 million in anything. So he writes, go pick up some more tarps. It's time to sit on it. The gravy days are over. Well, here's the cold hard fact about the mulch hay business right now. It is changing. It is an evolving business. I've been in it for 20 years. 20 years. This is my 20th year. I bought my first baler in February of 1998. It is now 2018. It's 20 years. So this is my 20th season of making hay. It is a weird argument. It's stupid weird. But anyway, so it's 2018. I've been doing this for 20 years. When I got into the mulch hay business, you could bale anything. You could go out and there's a field of goldenrod. That's mulch. Just go bale it and they'll buy it. It was $115 a ton because they couldn't get enough of it. So over the last 20 years, there are guys that make a variety of hay. They have their good hay and then they have their rained on hay. And their good hay, they want to make better hay. So in the last 20 years, hay production has gotten faster, from macerators to better tedders and better balers to bale it, and preservatives, salt hay. You can salt it. I don't know if it's penis envy. I don't want to look at his, but anyway, so here you go. You've got this evolving business. So all these guys that are trying to make good hay, and then they have their shit hay or their rained on hay. Well, they used to leave that outside. And then sometime in February, March, April, May, they would load it on trucks, take it to a mushroom barn, because back then the majority of the purchasers were mushroom barns. They were farms, mushroom farms. That isn't the case anymore. In the last 10 years, most of the mom and pop mushroom growers have gone to the way of the dodo. They're gone. They have made way for the composters and the cooperatives. So when I say a cooperative, I shouldn't say a cooperative, but it is an entity of multiple mushroom growers. So mom and pop growers go away, or they stop producing their mulch, or they should stop producing their mulch. Now you've got these guys that are composting professionally. That's all they do, is they produce compost for mushroom growers and their owners. Their owners are all mushroom growers. So they want the highest quality materials that they can get. Goldenrod is not a high quality material. They have to have quality hay, quality straw, quality, because if you don't have quality, you will not have a quality product in the end, and you will not grow a quality product. Oh, did you see the banjo? Yeah, the naked banjo. I still have the banjos downstairs. I think I got one up here too. So anyway, the guys that grow good hay generally want to grow a mixture of grass and alfalfa. Well, years ago, they would accept some of that. Today, you can't get rid of it. If it has alfalfa in it, you're out. They won't take it. No legumes, no weeds, nothing. It used to be 15% weeds or alfalfa was allowed in the mix. No more. Gone. Those days are over. And yeah, they're not going to give me the silver play button. They have decided that I am too right-wing or conservative to conform to their ways. And I'm okay with that. I don't need it. Matter of fact, I got the best subscribers in the world, and that's all I care about. I don't give a shit about some award by Gobble My Balls. So anyway, so about 10 years ago, the larger composters were saying, hey, we're not going to deal with the small producer of mulch hay because it isn't consistent. We're getting a lot of legumes or alfalfa, clover in with the hay, and we just don't want that. So if you're not a serious producer of, say, 1,000 tons per year, we won't deal with you. So that popped up the broker. The brokers go along and they're like, okay, here's a block. I'm gonna supply 10,000 tons of hay to your facility. Excellent, right? So there's your $1 million right now. There's more than $1 million. Say 10,000 tons is $1 million worth of hay. That's what it is. So they go to the farming life type people or some of the other hay producers that have 200 tons or 300 tons or 500 tons, and they start buying that up. And then they pick and they choose their mom and pop mushroom growers to get that hay into. Well, in the last 5 years, there has been such an exodus in the mom and pop mushroom growers composting their own compost. They've decided that it's easier and cheaper to purchase it from a composter themselves. So those composters have now become so big that they don't want to deal with 1,000 tons. They don't want to deal with 2,000 tons. It is now at the 3,000 tons and more. So your brokers are still able to buy the 1,000-ton farmers out and put it in. Hello, everybody. How you doing? James Ledesma. Good to see you. So now you're at this. You can't go into a composter as a newbie with anything less than 3,000 tons. It's not going to happen. I mean, you can go up there and they're going to say, well, how much do you have? And you're going to say, oh, I've got 3,000 tons. And then they're going to be like, well, okay. How many loads do you need to bring in here? Oh, 1 or 2 a week is okay. You won't get rid of it. It's not going to happen. They need consistency, they need reliability, and they need quality. Those 3 things. And most of the guys that are making good hay, they don't want to be hauling mulch hay in consistently with good quality and reliably. If they get an order for little bales, they are going to go, boom, off to deliver their good quality little bales or their good quality big bales. And the mulch hay will sit out in the back lot getting wetter and wetter and rotting. And then they'll bitch and complain when they have loads of hay that are looking like this, when all their loads of hay look like that, and they cannot get rid of it because the composters will not take rotten hay. The reason they won't take rotten hay is because when it gets into the mix, it is already rotten, and then it turns to mud in the mix. So several of the composters have realized that adding corn fodder to the mix will increase the yield from that mud, and they can take a little bit more of it because let's face it, there is still stuff there. Hello, I loved your deer video, even one after Eric's video. Oh yeah, I mean, Eric's just, I don't know. I think he needs to grow up. And he's not here. I know he's watching. He's lurking. Him and his wife and kids are all thinking that, oh my God, we got the one lonely farmer to put our name on his thing. Yay. Yay. It's okay. Go visit his channel. I'm not afraid. If you people like to see what he puts up, go for it. If it brings his channel up to stardom, then yay. Good for him. It doesn't bother me. I mean, people could unsubscribe from me and go to his channel. It's okay. It's your personal choice. I'm not holding that gun to your head. I'm not going to pull out my gun. I'm not going to put it to your head. I got to put it back away here and make you feel like you need to do something. You can go do whatever you want. That's what it's like being in a free country. For starters, let's talk about education. Elm cannot read, speak, nor walk without dragging his feet and licking his lips. He looks like a drools on himself. Wow. Well, that's kind of funny. I didn't say that. I just read that. As far as I'm concerned, Eric can go fuck himself. You know what? If Eric can fuck himself, I would actually like to be there to see that. Well, maybe I'll videotape it and just turn the other way. His attempt. I watched a Howard Stern thing one time that I was rather disturbed with, this guy farting on command. And I was like, you know what? I never need to watch that again. So maybe I don't want to see that. So, yeah. I mean, if he could fuck himself, he wouldn't need his wife, right? Right. Yeah. Glenn Tate, the title of this video, this live stream, is who we're talking about. Me and Teresa have gone shooting together on the farm a little bit, not too much. It always puts a smile on her face, though. There once was a man from Nantucket whose dick was so long he could suck it. But he said with a grin as he wiped off his chin, as if his ear was a cunt, he would fuck it. So there you go. That's the complete thing. Yeah. There once was a genie with a 10-foot weenie. He showed it to the girl next door. She thought it was a snake, so she hit it with a rake, and now it's only 5'4". Right? Down by the coconut tree. That's where she showed it to me. It was furry and black, and it had a big crack, and it looked like a jungle to me. So I took out my furry banana, I shoved it in that furry crack, and as she started to scream, I injected my cream, and then I put my banana back. There. You need some more? Oh, God. I haven't thought of those in years. I haven't thought of those in more years than a few. Oh, you can't tell me you haven't heard that crap before. That one. More, less, more. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm sure I've got a few more. Wow, this is really flying by. Been a while. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a few. I got some more in the back of my mind. I can't get this one to show. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. He kills me as an opinion on everything, and he thinks he knows everything about anybody with farming background knows his full life. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a first generation farmer. That I can respect. I mean, a first generation farmer, a true first generation farmer. Okay, true first generation farmer is going to come out and he's going to be very humble. I would think. I'm not a first generation farmer. I'm my great grandparents farmed in Hungary. They did. Somebody's saying, fuck you, bitch. I will unblock that so you can see that just to see what you've got out there. Anyway, yeah, so I'm fourth generation farmer here on, fourth generation, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth generation farmer on this farm. And I don't know on the other side of my family. I know they farmed for many, many, many years. So there's many generations and multi-generational farmers, like a lot of generations. As a matter of fact, probably my grandmother always said we came over on the Mayflower, but her side of the family did. You don't piss me off, Davy. Davy 9-211 UNSC. You don't piss me off at all. I don't understand what your problem is, but if you have something to say, why don't you say something worth saying instead of I piss you off? Because I really don't care what you think. It's amazing how this goes most of the time. Stony Ridge Farmer, Mr. Stony Ridge. Mrs. Stony Ridge says hi. Well, you tell Darnell. You're Mrs. Stony Ridge. That I said hello to. I thought that was the funniest damn thing, and I cannot believe that did not make it to the videos that you did. That was funny. But anyway, I loved it. Mrs. Stony Ridge is a sweetheart, by the way. I thought she was quite a sweet girl. You're a lucky man. But anyhow. So anyways, as a first generation farmer and Mr. Stony Ridge, I think Mr. Stony Ridge would be considered a first generation farmer. She's blushing. Yeah. Oh no, she, you know what? You guys were a lot of fun. You can come back anytime. And I'm sure we're going to get together down there in North Carolina when we're there. See, and this Davy 9-211 UNSC, you are not bringing anything to the table. I mean, if you want to have a conversation that is meaningful, I'm sure you can muster up the comprehensive, ability or cognitive ability. Let me get my words right. And, Rebel County, you may end up going. There you go. You're gone. Thank you. Sorry about that. Third generation, just not farming the same land as grandpa. Okay, cool. Yeah, I knew you were raised, and then you did a stint in the military, and but I wasn't sure. But I knew you had some skills there, and no, we had a lot of fun. I got to say, man, if Josh calls you up and says, "Hey, man, I want to come out and do an interview with you," do it. You'll have a lot of fun, and yeah, you will. Again, Davy 9211 UNSC. If that's the best you can do, you really need to get a life. So, I mean, really, is that it? You can't come up with anything better than that? I mean, I was saying that shit in third grade. I mean, the teacher didn't like it, but whatever. Or why I'm love. Thanks for... Yeah, I can't read that fast. Is Josh small? The funny thing about Josh, and I loved the video he did before he got here on the General Lee. The General Lee, he's trying to fit through the door. Josh is like 6.5 feet tall. He's tall. Oh, yeah. So now we move up to second grade, Davy. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, that's all the best he can do. I mean, his vocabulary is about third grade level. That's about it. But yeah, so when he's trying to squeeze through that window, I'm thinking to myself, I want to give this guy a sweatshirt, because the sweatshirts that I have, and then I make, they're really good quality sweatshirts, and I'm sure he's going to show this on his video at some point, the quality of the sweatshirts. They're all embroidered. Teresa does the embroidery, and you know, he just, 14 shoes don't fit through the window generally. That's true. I was hoping on that video that he was going to attempt to slide across the hood, but man, that would have been something else. But he's really a big guy. He's not a fat guy. I mean, he says he's fat, but he's not fat. I was actually shocked of his size, but it was fun. We had a lot of fun. I don't know. I think he had a good time. I know I certainly did. And, you know, it was like the first time meeting somebody, and we just clicked. You know, we come from different backgrounds, but, you know, we just clicked very well. I think so anyway. But, yeah. I swear Teresa does it all. A real superwoman. Yeah, Teresa's really a good girl. She does work really hard. You know, that's not very nice, Rebel. You're going to get, okay. If you're going to talk about my friends, and I do consider Josh my friend. Yeah. So I think I've had enough of this Davey9211 because he just isn't bringing anything to the channel. A Yankee brother. Yeah. Yep. That I agree. Yeah. Yankee brother. Well, that's true, I guess. Hello, our Wyoming life. There you go. You ever watch the movie The Matrix when the dude is watching the ones and the zeros? That's what it's like watching these comments going up through here. And I don't see the farming life showing up. He's not here. I know he's here, but he's not here, and he doesn't want to talk. And I really would like him to comment and you know, just say, hey, I'll leave you alone. I won't mention your name anymore. You know, when someone says about the guy across the river, and then I say, I feel bad for you, that was sincere. I really, yeah. Hey, that's not nice, Thomas McConsole. You might find yourself blocked for that comment. Anyway, I'm going to show it now. It was kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, I really, truly did feel bad for him that his tobacco was wiped off the map. I did feel bad that his tobacco barn burned. I did feel bad that his corn got flooded. I did. And notice the word did. I don't feel bad for him anymore. Not after this conversation I had with him today. He showed his true colors here. And that apology was not sincere. And he can go make 100 different videos. Boom, $200. It was $200. Did you believe that? Stony Ridge Farmer gave me $200. So anyway, yeah, I don't think it was sincere. I don't think it's ever going to be sincere. I think that he's like that hyena biting me in the ass and turning and running away, and it's okay. No, that was $200, not 200 pennies. Yeah, I believe it was $200. I identify that was $200. I'm not drunk. That's worn off. I got the headache already, though. Yeah, Texas, Ralph. And have you seen a guy in Wyoming? Oh, there's another $200. Holy smokes, man. We're doing great here tonight. Number 2, $200. I'm loving it. Anyways, yeah, I know it's $2. I'm just busting on you. I was waiting for somebody that was really actually drunk to actually do $200 just to see what would happen. You know, I'd come out and shake their hands. Yeah, $600. Yeah, that's a nice try, Mr. Little Lebowski, or whatever the hell it is. My granddad farmed all his life. My dad did. Boom, 2 pounds. Another $2. The IVT transmission. Woohoo! Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, somebody's giving me the finger. I don't know why. Why would they give me the finger? Glenn S2 said, oh, Josh, pretty big dude for all that Air Force blues. I don't know. You know, we really didn't talk about what he did in the Air Force, but I got an idea. I think I know what he did in the Air Force. I'm pretty sure I know. And, you know, we didn't really talk about it because I didn't ask him. But show the stuff on your iPhone. Well, that would, oh my God, I'll send some dollars your way because everyone else is. Well, there you go. Logan Bedard. Cool. Electrician. I did know that. I actually did know that, and I was wondering, what did you wire? And I really wish I wish we had a day to talk, because like you said in the video, I talked your ear off. That was no joke. It's true. I can talk until my voice goes away, and it never seems to. The next morning I wake up and I can talk another day. So as an electrician in the Air Force, what did you wire? Was it something like the, A10s or something like that? That'd be cool. What's the site rep on the Heston? What is the site rep on site rep? I don't know what the hell that is. What's the site rep? Time here is 9:16. 9:16. Who's asking what time it is? Farm All Fanatic. Entry fee craze. Sit rep. Sit rep. What's a sit rep? Tell me what a sit rep is. Wow, Mark. Wow. Best live theme I think of all time. Hey, we'll keep going, and I'm not even, I had one beer because Teresa was. Power lines, airfield lights, office buildings. Wow. I guess it takes everybody to work in the, to make the military work. So electricians are useful. I bet you were a hoot to be around during that time. Situation report. Oh, the situation report. I was never in the military, so I don't know what a sit report is. Sit report. Fine. Thank you. The situation is it's a dry hay baler. It will bale damp hay, but it will not bale wet hay. And I actually have discovered that the Packer fork clutch is shot, and we figured that out yesterday. Situation report. Yeah. So, that's going to get fixed. Maybe even tomorrow I'll run out to Farm All Fanatic, another $2 site report situation. Site, yep, there $10. It's beer. You guys, Teresa, you got to get me a beer. Somebody gave me $10. That's crazy. $20 and I'll drink two, and then you're really going to see a rip roar. But I bet I had 5,000 beers over the last 4 years, maybe more. I don't drink much beer. I enjoy a good beer in the Philippines when I'm relaxing with my woman. And good friends, there's some friends over there and family. Wow, Sean Blackburn, Farm All Fanatic. The entry fee is $5. That is true. Funnel one for $50. I've never done that, but I'll suck one completely down. Gin and raisins. I don't have any. I stopped doing that because I was doing it in the morning, and I was afraid if I got pulled over by a cop, they'd breathalyzer me. Then your twin brother will come up. No, he's not here actually. I haven't seen him in a while. He's busy. Wow, Bryson Haggard, another $10. Beer? Yeah, go get me another beer. You might as well get me two. I got another $10. $20. Holy shit! What the heck? You guys trying to get me drunk? Oh my God! Moderate for it, Wes. I'd be happy to moderate for you. Well, I don't know. You want to moderate? Let's make you a moderator. You want to moderate? Add a moderator. You're now a moderator. So there you go. Hopefully you're a good guy, because I didn't really check you out. See what I did there? Dang, in the Philippines, you definitely have sex with men. What? Wow, that's not very nice.
We'll drink one at a time.
I'll drink one. Okay, so here it is. So what was that? Would you give me $10 to funnel it or something? I don't have a funnel, and it's glass. Don't you have to pop the bottom? I don't know.
Keep an eye on William. No, listen. Not your ear.
I can't slam them. Wow. Ugh. Okay. Are you going to raise corn next year? Yes. Yes, I am. Smoke crack with matches? Well, I don't have any crack. What? I was watching Instagram, right? So I get flagged on Instagram for hate speech. Can you believe that shit? Hate speech. Me. I don't hate anybody. But I got flagged for hate speech for telling people, do not hire illegal immigrants to do your work. That's it. It's empty. Nothing but fuzz. $2 watching all the videos. Well, thank you. Next Thursday when I get paid, now I will donate $30. Daughter's birthday is 4 days. And keep that. Give it to your daughter. She probably needs it more than I do. Oh, yeah. Rip weed is gateway. I agree with that. Now, Rebel Country, whoa, $2. Drew Telbert. Hi from Dakota from seat of a John Deere 9420. Wow, that's a beast. Wes, I'll be a good moderator. I don't know. I would block his ass. Who's that? I tried smoking crack, but it left burns in her ass. Oh my God. $20 to show what's on my phone. I don't know that do I really want to show all this? I mean, do I really want to show it? I guess I can. Doesn't matter. I mean, what does it really matter? All right. Hold on. Didn't I get rid of Rebel County? My moderator's not doing a good job. Get rid of that asshole. Yeah. That's the type of person. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. William's crying.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. I'm the puppet master. Opinion on Mahindra. I wouldn't buy a Mahindra. Just talk to Chucky 2009. Okay. Okay. I think he was a little scared. He was all by himself. Okay.
Your voice?
Huh?
It was him, your voice.
Did you hear my voice? I think so. Okay, so I'm going to scroll it. Let's see. Can I do this with William? I don't know. Is that backwards? Tell me if this is upside down and backwards. I mean, I don't have them. I am the mechanic. Okay, so this is the next one. Okay, so if this is backwards, let me see. Can you read this? Tell me when you're done. I did go to Narnia, didn't you know? It's my one lonely baby, and he's so cute. Okay, so, all right. You want me to read it? Tell me if you want me to read it. Have another $5 ain't going to get me drunk. It's blurry. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start from the beginning. The beginning. Farm Almanac, mod me into infantry in the arse, whatever. Oh, my God. 2 pounds. Hello, happy day, evening from Finland. He's just from Finland. See this guy? He's got his hands. Okay, from the beginning. All right, I'm going to read it. Oh, the puppet master did not like my video. LOL. I don't need a copy of you. You know better than that. I can't believe you can't tell the difference between wheat, beans, and first crop beans. You think you can bring my name up anytime you want, and there's no consequences, just like your little video with Josh. Well, I actually said nothing bad about him with that video with Josh. So I wrote to him, what was bad about what was said? Question mark. I would have never showed bailing that kind of crap off the field the other day. That's sad. Your trolls just love the guy across the river. I'm the guy across the river. So I had to write to him, what the hell are you talking about? Exclamation point. Whenever we do together, it just builds my channel, so it doesn't really matter to me. You keep it going. I have to give you a little bit of a rub once in a while. It's farming, especially in all this rain. You're delusional, is what I told him. Yeah, I know. Keep making your videos. I can't wait to see your second baler. You and me both know what that ain't happening unless you won the lottery. Wow, Matt Hoffman, thank you. You're going to have a tug of war between 85.30 and 81.20. Yeah, I would do that. Hold on a second. You're not even crying. You're not even crying. So I wrote, okay, guess just keep watching. You're not the only guy who has $2 million in equipment and can run a farm operation and own a farm. Okay, I wrote, I already have 2, so I guess when I get the crone, it'll be 3 balers. LOL, you're off the reservation, is what I told him. Oh, what are you crying about, huh? He needs to be swaddled better. Yeah, put the deer against that. Put the deer against the crone any day. You better get a new tractor because you won't hold up. It won't hold up. LOL. So I wrote, okay, I think I will. I will buy a new tractor. Your 8530 will die, LOL. I bet my MX 255 will drag that backwards. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it will, is what I said. I'm a John Deere guy, but I don't know what the hell that means. You got that right. My 8530 is a right piece of junk. Your case is the best tractor ever built. And then he writes, and you know you didn't make no $1 million in mulch hay last year. So there's the burp. So I had to write to him. I was well, I can only say go back and watch the video. I never said I made $1 million in mulch hay. I said that I came close. And then he sent me that picture. Oh, geez, Floppy McGee. Then he sent me that picture of the rotten bales of hay. And, oh, God, you're not the biggest mulch grower. Pennsylvania has some of the biggest growers I know. Everybody you sell to, and I know what they're saying. Does he really have that kind of time to go and call the people that I take hay to? I highly doubt it. As a matter of fact, they never even heard of his stupid ass. The one guy was like, that guy's an idiot. He called up here, and they did. He actually called there. Just because you're incapable of producing $1 million of anything doesn't mean others can't. That's what I wrote to him. So he writes, so pick up more tarps. It's time to sit on it. The gravy days are over. And I wrote to him, I never said I was the largest producer, just the largest in New Jersey, which I actually am. The largest mulch hay producer in the state. I am. It's just a cold, hard fact. Hey, I have fun giving you a hard time. I know you don't like it, but I can't sit still sometimes without saying something. So I wrote to him, say something about what, you idiot? I pay no mind to you. I was asked a question about you, and my response was respectful. I'm sorry you can't comprehend what was said, but hey, I can't cure stupid. So he writes, can you make a video about the mulch hay business going to hell due to all the farmers getting into it and making it go downhill, just like the crop farmers? Everybody grow 280 bushel corn. And I wrote to him, well, I would if it was, but it's not, so how can I? And then he writes, come on, it's because you only grow mulch. Whatever the hell that means. Just because you can't deal with them doesn't mean I can't. It's amazing how you think you know my business. That's what I wrote to him. Then I get, he writes to me, they're holding and restricting loads with people, even have a contracts. And I wrote to him, I've been in this business longer than you've been farming. Sorry about your misfortunes. Then he writes, well, you just look where I came from and where I'm going, and that will tell the story. All right, I got to go feed my bottles. Blah, blah, blah. I got corn. Rain doesn't make corn. She's giving me drugs. So I wrote to him, I don't care where you came from. I don't care where you're going. I don't care if you pass me in subscribers. I don't care if you get free shit. What I care about is your constant digs at me when you think it's good for you. Then he writes, look in the mirror, cry wolf. You consoling, they got me with my New Holland baler. I don't know what the hell that means. So what? And when am I talking about you? I don't talk about them. You constantly nag me about my big baler and my waxing and power. Now, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to understand this stuff. So I wrote, nope, not at all. But when someone asks me a question, I answer. If it has to do with the waxing, well, I just roll with it. And that's the truth. If somebody says, hey, if you wax your baler, it'll last longer. Sure. Yeah, you're right. You know, it's kind of like that would be an insight or just a joke, you know. So he writes back, in 2019, I'm coming after you with your baler. We have a great channel, the Real Baler Wars. And then I wrote to him, which baler? He says, you didn't say that. I think the New Holland could keep up with you, especially in the condition of my crone. Put the deer or pound right through everything. Put the deer or pound right through everything. So I wrote to him, okay, I'm sure you know best. At least some of your viewers will have fun. I got quite a few different guys are going to do it, so you might as well join in and make me look like a little guy on the totem pole. So I wrote to him, I have no time for your silly war. You go right ahead, and just so you know, a 3x3 won't keep up to my crone. I ran a John Deere 340. It won't keep up. I did. I ran a John Deere 340. It was a nice baler. It worked okay, but it didn't pound a bale like the Crown does. I just think this guy's fucking crazy. So then he goes into this really weird thing. It's like maybe Jake Ziegler could be your mechanic. He knows you run down the rock piles, so he has some practice. And I don't even understand that because I really don't know Jake Ziegler. I don't. I know he has a YouTube channel. I don't watch it. I know that, sometimes sometimes he hangs out with the Bandit Farmer. I saw a video with him and the Bandit Farmer at one time. I said, I don't know Jake Ziegler or any rock piles. And then he writes, he's the one who left a comment on your windrower on Big Tractor Power. So I wrote, okay, about smashing your windrower in the rock pile. Going down the creek. And I don't know. I don't remember any of that crap. You can always go back and watch the video again on the windrower. I said, no need to, because I just don't care. And that was really the end of it. He says, all right, have a great afternoon. Thanks for the chat. I did make a video to apologize to you and to your viewers. And then I went and I watched the video, gave him that extra view. And it's like, I don't understand what the fuck this guy's problem is. I leave him alone. Stony Ridge Farmer. Wow. $28 for baby diapers? Holy shit. Thank you. Wow, that's crazy. Stony Ridge Farmer, you're awesome. Anybody says anything bad about the Stony Ridge Farmer, I'm going to go kick their ass personally. Now, that could be the beer muscles talking, but, Bandit Farmer follows the Lackawanna Cutoff channel like I do. Lackawanna Cutoff. I don't know what that is. Marine biologist was hidden. Okay, so somebody got kicked off. Thanks, moderator. I really should you should have a couple of moderators on here. Minnesota Millennial Farmer, say something and I'll make you a moderator too. Just because I like you. How's that sound? I know you're still on here. And I can't believe that the Farming Life hasn't shown up yet. He hasn't. Yeah, just hasn't. No, I don't. I'm gonna have Minnesota Millennial, or yeah. God, I can't even. Anyways, yeah. I like Zach's channel as well. I do too. I like Zach's channels. What do you call this? Wes just beat the fucking ever-loving fuck out of this lip-licking, drooling ass. Does he lick his lips? He's lurking. Oh, he's totally lurking. I know he's on here. He's probably been blocked on one of the other channels, I'm sure. Putting tracks back on the right of way across Warren County that was ripped out in 80. Putting tracks back the right way across Warren County that was ripped out in 1982. What are you talking about? Train tracks? A lot of people watching. Oh, yeah, 1.2 thousand. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, but still 702 thumbs up. We should be over 1,000. I mean, if you like this. Train tracks. That's crazy. They're actually going to put the train tracks back in. Well, I was down in Delaware Township where the Black River and Western Railroad was, and they've got that cleared out. Looks like they're going to lay new tracks down there. Farming life is a damn joke. Just imagine how fucked their kids will turn out. Well, we're not going there. I'm not. You know what? Hey, we all have a right to raise our children the way we want to, and I'm not going to knock him for that. He actually is doing a good job with his kids, I think. I don't know because I don't watch his channel, but he is raising them in a farm setting, and yeah, that's really cool. Gee, Zach, Josh, I can't believe you gave me $28, man. I feel really, almost like I owe you something now. You thought I was talkative without the beer. Oh God, give me another one. I'd keep going. I could talk and talk and talk all night. Wet my whistle. Teresa was even kind enough to bring me some water. Make Jeffrey Myers a moderator. He's really good at it. So Marholf, you want him to be a moderator instead of you? Hold on. Well, we can take your power away. Remove as moderator. Where is Jeffrey? Jeffrey, where you at? Pop on up here, Jeffrey. I need you to write something. Say, I want to be a moderator. Where are you? We both can be. Oh, you want to be? All right. Where's Jeffrey? I don't even see Jeffrey. Well, you want to be a moderator? $20. Jim H. West is giving you $50 tonight. Make me moderator. I made you tell the story. Okay, fine. I don't know why everybody wants to be a moderator. That's fine. All right. Where's Jeff? I don't see him. Now I've got. Oh God. Yeah, he does looks retarded when he turns the camera around. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to attack his personal appearance or anything. I'm not attacking anything with him. I just wish he would stop, just Minnesota Oliver and Deer. Don't make anyone, it will bite you someday. Don't make everyone one, it will bite you someday. Well, hold on here. Well, I think you could do it. I'm pretty sure you can. I will do this. So you're a moderator now. Minnesota Oliver and Deer, you're the moderator. So there you go. Now you can do a good job. We'll give the job for you for a little bit. There you go. And I'm not making everybody a moderator. I just, that's it. So we've got, who the hell is this? We got a couple of moderators. All right, we got a couple of them, and we'll see how this goes. Keep it clean, guys. I mean, I don't mind a little trash talk. That's okay, but don't attack personal. I attacked his wife. I said she gave him gonorrhea, so I guess I'm no better than he is. But you know what? I thought that was pretty funny, and it really was. But it's the truth. I mean, if you just talk about something, and it's like saying this is a glass of water. It's a glass of freaking water. I can drink it, and it's a glass of water. So I make a video about a glass of water, but tomorrow there's a video that this is not a glass of water. It's a cup of aqua, which is the same shit. But this isn't a cup. It's a glass. It's fake water. Yeah, that's right. It's a combine. There's a combine in a glass, and I'm drinking it. Yeah, rain all day again? Yep. Calm down, Larson Valley. Oh, Sowers Cattle Company. Yeah, Stony Ridge is still in here, Farmall. He's there. He was here a couple minutes ago. Well, I don't know where he could have possibly went. The glass is half full. It's not half empty. It's half full. Yeah, the Stony Ridge. Yeah. Well, I have, as you most of you know, I have a Wood Miser sawmill. Yep. 2% battery left. Got to see you. Glad you stopped by. Thanks for the $28. Well, you've given me a lot more than that. I really appreciate it. I mean, diapers are coming. We had a lot of diapers given to us by YouTubers and my parents. They gave diapers, and even the hospital came and they're like, here, take the diapers. He's so cute. And we have him, but we're running out because he's got a stinky butt. He just does. Foreigners do not respect the Vietnamese. Well, I don't know about that. Elm pronounces it combine. Yeah, well, that's a regional thing. It's like chimney. You ever hear somebody say a chimney as a chimney? Chimney combine? Yeah, I've well, actually, he's kind of correct. Uh, combine or combining you when all right, so the origins of the word combine for that machine is the marriage of the reaper and the thrasher. So they took those two machines and they combined them. So yeah, I guess if he had a dirty mind and he was saying it in a disgusting manner. Hey, Minnesota, I don't even know what it means to be the moderator. I don't want any responsibility. I don't blame you. You know, being responsible sucks sometimes. You know, sometimes you just don't want to be responsible for your bills. I mean, I have those, sometimes, but yeah. $28 Woodweiser rent. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a long trip to take down there, though. But if I'm down there, I'll definitely drag it along, drop it off, give you a crash course, and all you got to do is replace the broken parts when you break them, because you're going to break stuff. Benjamin Wilkinson, have fun in North Carolina with Dave and my man Brad. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going down there and I'm not playing. We're going to make some straw. Yep, we're going to make some straw. I can't wait. I'm actually looking really forward to it because they're claiming 30,000 acres. 30,000 up to 30,000 acres. That's what the projections were. They're at 24 now, and they were looking at topping off at 27 to 30,000 acres. So if that's the case, shit's going to hit the fan. And there's going to be a couple of crone balers running like raped apes down across that flat land down there. So that's just the way it is. Is water wet? Well, it's wet on my channel, but it might not be wet on someone else's. No, he actually has never rubbed on me. He just likes to rub on. He said something about rubbing on me, and I was a little freaked out about it, but whatever. Well, actually, the storm missed him. I thought you only had 2%. But no, the storm missed him about 12 to 15 miles to the south of him. It missed him. And they were quite thankful. They only got 4 to 5 inches of rain instead of the 25 inches or whatever it was. Well, that's the other thing. I've been in the mulch hay business for 20 years. This is my 20th year, finishing up my 20th year. And when you're in this business for 20 years, you know how it's changing because you ask questions and you don't just put your head in the sand and make the same crap. Gerald Farms, wow. Hillary for prison, that's for sure. That's on my baler, actually. That baler will be back down there. I'm going to have 2 balers. I'm probably going to sell the Heston. So anybody that may or may not be interested in that Heston, but by next year, when I order the Krone baler, I have to order that by this fall. They're supposed to have a meeting in October. And when they do the meeting in October, I'm going to have a contract so that I know what I will be getting into down there. And if the contract is all favorable for high-speed baling, there will be tractors and balers and loaders and Krone or New Holland baler. Holy shit, why would I even think about a New Holland? New Holland, you know what? If New Holland came along and said, hey, Wesley, you want to try our brandy new baler? We'll even kick in $1 million. I tell them to stuff that $1 million up their ass and keep their piece of shit New Holland baler. That's what I think of New Holland. They damn near bankrupted me twice over their junk. Just stupid stuff. Anyway, that's the way it is. So no, it'll be a Krone. It will definitely be a Krone. No New Holland. I was thinking about looking into the John Deere, but if you go to Machinery Pete and you look at the Ollie tits on the trolley, balls in the biscuits tin, sitting on the grass with your, wow, I was reading that. I'm going to do it with your finger on your ass playing with your ding-a-ling. A-ling-a-ling. Nah, you didn't need to delete that one. I wanted to see that one. I'm going to undelete that one. That was funny. Anyways, I have a dirty sense of humor at times. All guns made equally created to hunt and defend. Well, yes. Will you yank on Eric's chain? Nope. Wouldn't even ask him if I was stuck in the mud in Elizabethtown. I'm sure there's 100 other people that would help me out. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, they were. If you go to Machinery Pete's, there's a lot of John Deere balers for sale on there. Now, I liked the baler. I ran it. It was an LB 340. I ran it for an afternoon. I baled about 60 bales. See Benz. Here's a few bucks for tractor window cleaner. Yeah. I actually buy that in concentrate, and I clean my windows all the time. Just so you know, see Benz. I clean my windows all the time. It's an ongoing thing. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm Republican all the way. Do not want to give money to anybody. Well, I don't. I was never a registered Republican. I was always non-declared until about 20 years ago. Let's say I'm 46. Yeah, about 20 years ago. I was about 26 years old when I had to declare. There was a local race, and at that time you couldn't vote in the primaries. There were two for the same two Republicans that were running for the same position, and one of the Republicans was a total douchebag. He would have ruined our township, and I had to declare in order to be able to vote in the primary. So I declared as a Republican. Now, it's funny. I have voted for independents and I have voted for Republicans, but I can honestly say I have never voted for a Democrat, not because they're Democrat. I just have never found a Democrat that was worth their weight in salt. They're just fucking snake oil salesman. I'm sorry. I've never found a Democratic politician that was worth anything. I'm conservative. And if there was such a thing as, the Conservative Party, which there possibly is, I could have declared that. But no, I mean, I'm pretty conservative. I think that there's too much government overreach. I think there's too many laws and rules. I think there are rules upon rules upon rules that do nothing but give rights to criminals and illegals over our citizens, at least in this state. I mean, yeah. I mean, I love Rush, anything. I love Rush, anything but Hillary. Yeah, okay. Is a mental disorder. Being a Democrat, see, back in the day, and this is a crazy thing, back in the day, the Democrats were more like Republicans of today than they are. Like, okay, not what you can do, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. That was a Democratic president. That was, yeah. God, Kennedy. So Kennedy says that he was a Democrat. So could you imagine today if a Democrat stood up and said, ask what you can do for your country? Give me a break. That motherfuckers would be like, how dare you? The government's here to take care of you. And we need to charge all the rich, filthy rich people. This country was founded and built on people by people that had a dream and a drive and a need, and now Kavanaugh has been drugged through enough. Well, here's another thing with Kavanaugh. Here's a funny thing about Kavanaugh. I don't give a rat's ass what he did when he was a minor. Now, if he was 25 years old and working as a judge or a lawyer or whatever, and he sexually assaulted a grown woman, or anybody, a man, a woman, whatever, then I'd have a problem for it. But when you are a 17-year-old kid, now, not that it was right if it even happened, but, of course, I don't think it happened. I think this is just a Democratic ploy to get Kavanaugh removed. They just don't want him. He's too young. He'll be in there for 50 freaking years, and they just don't like it. And the walking, talking cadaver, the Ginsburg broad, who was around when Abraham Lincoln was a president, she's going to kick the bucket too, and just might do it within the next 6 years, and we may have another Supreme Court nomination. I mean, you get to an age where you're falling asleep while there's hearings, you're fucked up. You need to quit, but she's not going to. But yeah, so if you're 17 years old, you're a minor, and this was never even reported. There's no report of sexual misconduct on a minor or even as an adult. Now we've got another one that's coming around. Isn't it funny that when Donald Trump was being elected president, before he was the president, before he was elected to president of the United States, there's like 4 or 5 women that said that he was had sexually assaulted them. And he comes out and he says, you know what, after this election, every one of you are going to, if I lose because of this, every one of you are going to be sued for defamation of character, which he would have had the right, and poof, they're gone. So where did they go? If it was a thing, why didn't they pursue it? They didn't pursue it because they're liars. They're liars. So there's no proof. He's innocent until proven guilty. Thank you. Most people think that you're guilty until proven innocent in this country, but you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. So, yeah. You can vote for me for president. I'm not going to run for president. I just don't feel that anybody would want to elect a guy like me into president. I'm not politically correct. Now, I would love, if I drop that beer cap again, I would love to have a conversation with Donald Trump, though. I think it would be neat. And I always thought it would be neat to talk to George Bush. I think George Bush is a very intelligent man, and he was given a shitty situation, and he did the best that he could with the intelligence that he had and what people had given him as fact and truth, and he acted a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction. But you know what? Let me tell you something. If the Twin Towers Dems went to hell in 2000, fine, but before that, fucking censorship crap, fun fact for you. Can't cuss in super chat. You can't curse in super chat? Okay, so George Bush, if I was the president when the Twin Towers were knocked down, I think I would have reacted a little bit different than what George Bush did. I think that I would have just went into Baghdad and leveled it. Like carpet bombed the fucking place. That would have been it. It would have been like, oh, okay, you killed like 2,500 civilians. I'm going to kill 25,000 or 250,000 of your dumb fucking breeding assholes. You know what? You do shit like that, I don't care who you are. And the problem with it is that I would have that knee-jerk reaction. I would. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to drop a few Moabs on. We got 18 of them. Let's use them all. Bada bing, bada boom, leveled. Sand. That's what you would have is sand. All their little mud would crumble. There's no need to. But anyways, that's why I wouldn't run for president, because I would be a little bit tough. Well, all right. Why is Ellen Marino? Why is the Middle East such a pain in our ass? Goat raping fuckwads. That's funny. Yes. Why are they a pain in our ass? They're a pain in our ass because we made them a pain in our ass. We have a lot of oil in this country. We just didn't explore it. It was easier and cheaper to explore oil in the sands of Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, and all these Middle Eastern countries because it was there. It was easy. It was cheap. It's a little more expensive to go digging a mile down and a mile out. Maybe our technology wasn't there to dig our own oil. Oh wait, I don't see Elm Custom Harvesting. Did he show? He can't. He's blocked on this channel. He can come in as the farming life, but he won't. Anyway, yeah. So I don't want to be the president. we created the problem in the Middle East. It's our money, our oil money. We bought oil money. Now, there were some things that were done that oil can only be bought and sold on American dollars. And that's just a cold hard fact. Anybody that has gone against the purchase of oil with American dollars has died. They killed them. Uh, so and that's a cold hard fact. If you want to buy oil and you're Canadian, you can't buy it with Canadian dollars. You got to buy it with American dollars. If you're Russian and you want to buy oil from this Middle East, you can't use rupees. You got to use American dollars. That's just the way it was, because in the 1950s, we were in there digging and drilling for that oil, teaching them how to drill oil, and they created a mess. We created the mess. And, there's things that could have been done to prevent this crap, but it wasn't. So there you go. All right, fossils on Mars of plants and stuff. Yeah, there probably is. I don't care for sports. The reason I don't care for sports is I don't have time to deal with them. I just don't. Oh, wait. I saw something about Iran. How did I get out of Iraq and Iran? I don't know. How did I get out of Iraq, Iran? I don't know how you got out of Iraq and Iran. Is your nose real? I think it is. Why? Does it not look real? No, my 7530 was later that year when they discovered the problems, and no, I don't. I don't care for them. I think no, my mouth isn't real. It's fake, Zombie bin Laden. He's dead. I don't know if he's dead or not. Probably Obama had him captured and gender reassigned and set loose in a camel jockey race or some shit. The 7530 probably would run the Krone. It's over 200 horsepower. The Krone, the 7530 actually has more power than the 8530. It just doesn't have, or the 8120. It just doesn't have the weight. I'm going to run the 1290 HDP. I don't think I'm going to get the HDP 2. Depends on the price difference, and I do have to talk to them over there about what we're going to be doing. So. What's my favorite type of tire? I like Firestones. Yeah, they can hit the thumbs up. I think we should get 1,000 thumbs up, I'm sure. But I'm about ready to go to bed. It's like 10 o'clock, guys. It's 10 o'clock. Well, Obama, one big ass mistake, America. That's true. Wait a minute. Are you using shielded gas on your MIG welder or flux core? Oh, shielded gas. Flux core works okay on the outdoor stuff, but inside, I definitely use the shielded gas. It's cleaner. Yeah, I kind of think he is alive. I didn't see any photographs because that is a respect. Fuck them. They should have took Osama bin Laden, put him in a glass box, right? Shipped him off to One World Trade Center, right? And put him in that glass box. Not a glass box. I'm wrong. Not a glass box. They should have put him in a cage, like with bars, just thick enough that his freaking bony head wouldn't fit through it. And then pebbles and buckets on the outside of the cage. And passersby could pick up a pebble and wing it at his ass. And see how long it takes to stone him to death with pebbles. That's what that guy deserved. He didn't deserve the respect to not have his dead picture shown all over the place. That was like asking if you farm for a living. Get some rest. I do need some rest. It's what is that? Pasty. It's a pasty. I think that's something in Michigan. I don't know. Message automatically held for review hidden by. What was it? I want to see it. Hey, you bald-headed fuck. Boy, Ed, is that the best you can do? I just love these people's vocabulary. Well, here's another one. Kimberly Kelly. Let's check that one out. I know you guys deleted it, but I get a kick out of the. Oh, come on. Yeah. A little bit of language is okay. Yeah, don't get too over crazy with the. All right, check your channel. Midwest Farms. How much would a building like Eric's cost? I don't know. I don't know what Eric's building looks like. I don't watch his channel. So, does your Krone have a shear bolt on the flywheel? Slip clutches like it has a slip clutch on the flywheel. There's only one shear bolt on that entire baler, and it's for the needles. And it will, when it shears, they just kind of flop. And then when the knotter comes around or the plunger goes to come back in, it scoops it back out of the way. One shear bolt. And I've only broken that twice in the 3 years that I've had that thing. I do support Trump. I think he's doing a good job. 1,233 people watching? Really? I don't think so. I haven't gotten to 1,000 likes yet. I really would like to have 1,000 likes. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I smashed that like button. Coach. Yeah, coach. I used to be a coach. I coached wrestling. I can't stand to watch football or baseball on TV. It just doesn't excite me at all. Come on, I want to get to 1,000 likes. We're close. Damn close. 2 away. Yay! There it is, 1,000 likes. Oh my God. If he could be in Cuba. It's not Cuba. Well, yeah, it is Cuba. Yeah. I do a bit of teaching. Does Krone make a larger baler than yours? Yes, they do actually make a 4x4, and then they make the 8 tie, the Krone 1290 HDP2. The HDP2 is really awesome. That is an 8-tie bale. They are putting 2,200 pounds of straw in one of those bales. 2,200 pounds of straw in a 3x4 bale. The 4x4 bale is not really a 4x4 bale. It's taller than a 4x4 bale. So it's like 46 and a half or 47. Maybe it's 46 and a half by 52. So it's taller. And that way you get more hay to, on a truck. So too high, you're 6 inches taller. So yeah, it really is kind of cool. Can I be now, Dakota Farmer? I'm about done. I'm really tired and I'm ready to go to bed. So I got my 1,000 likes, and I've been on for 2.5 hours, which is crazy. Ugh. Yeah, when I end the live stream, that's when there's probably going to be a video put up by The Farming Life about this, or I'm going to get a whole bunch of freaking text messages. But I think I actually, hold on a second. Let me do this. I do have a do not disturb on, which is nice because I can't get disturbed. And yeah, that's all good. So I don't have any problems. Everything's good. But I will say this, though. I have some pretty loyal trolls. I have trolls that come to the channel and call me an asshole every day. They watch the video and they comment on the video, and what does it matter if they're trolls or not? They're dedicated, they're watching, they're subscribers, obviously. Even if they're lurkers, that's okay. My channel get a shout out. Will Gwynn, you got a shout out. Everybody hit the like button, and 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, it's all liked already. It's pretty awesome. Thank you. Can my channel get a shout out? Will Gwynn, I just did. Oh, leak what? The Farming Life's number? I don't think I have it. I don't know. I don't talk to him. Every once in a while, he'll send me a message with pictures and stuff like that, and I just don't even. Now I'm done with beer. I'm done with beer. The only way I'm drinking another beer is if there's $100 donation, and I don't think anybody's going to do that because you know what? And I'll drink another one, but I don't need to. I'll have a headache in the morning. And there is nobody crazy enough to write that kind of money out. And not that I really don't want the money, Headless jackass. Somebody, well, let's see what it says. That's funny. No Coors Light. Coors Light's Panther piss. Yep. Yeah, that one can get hidden. Thank you. Thank you, Jim H. You did a good job. Moderate the piss out of it. Yeah. You could just if they get the headless jackass, you can remove them. New trade agreement with South Korea and soon North Korea will help grain prices, and then China comes begging after POTUS sets them straight. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. If you're The Art of the Deal is a book that was written by Donald J. Trump. Okay? So Donald J. Trump writes his book, The Art of the Deal. And in The Art of the Deal, he basically outlines how to make a deal that is beneficiary to you and the person you're making the deal with. So some people are like, hey, I sell Yingling. It causes headaches. So Bayer Aspirin says, hey, Yingling, I'm glad your product sells beer because we sell things that makes headaches because we have something that stops headaches. So, hey, Yingling, could you put like a little advertisement on the back of your bottle that says, hey, for the hangover in the morning, get Bayer Aspirin. So Yingling's like, okay, we can do that. That's a good idea. But Bayer says, hey, well, we want $1 for every one of those, or 50 cents, or a penny, or a nickel, or whatever the hell it is. And Yingling says no. So, anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this because I'm so fucking tired. I can't. Anyways, yeah, no, it's just the art of the deal. So the trade war. All right. So China is dumping a bunch of crap on our shores and we're buying it because it's cheap shit. And the United States is losing its companies. They're going to China. They're contracting out of China, blah, blah, blah. And China is bringing all this stuff in. And China says, you know what? We really don't want to buy anything from you guys because we don't need to. Your people are buying all kinds of crap from us, and we really don't need to buy anything from you. That is the trade deficit. So say China is getting Yingling and we need to sell them aspirin, but they can make generic aspirin in there and whatever. They're not buying it. So in order to get their attention, they say, okay, now there's a tariff on Yingling beer. And the only way you're going to be able to, buy Yingling beer, because we know you love it so much, is you've got to buy Bayer aspirin and, or sell us Bayer aspirin or whatever the fuck it is. But it's a trade deficit is. I'm so tired. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. I think I need to go to bed. Is that black and tan? No, this is Golden Pilsner. I saw that stuff. Anyway, it's the trade deficit is they're selling us a lot of stuff. They're not buying anything from us other than grain and other things. And the deficit is trillions of dollars. So that just means that if you're going to sell us $10 trillion worth of plastic crap that's full of lead, you need to buy $10 trillion worth of fuel, cars, and Bayer aspirin or grain for that matter. So, yeah. They do. They have 3 tiers of quality stuff. You have top tier 1, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 1 stuff is generally sold in the United States by respectable businesses. Tier 2 is like your Oriental Trading Company, that crap, tier 2 and tier 3. But if you get into third world countries, they don't even bother with tier 2 or tier 3 or tier 1 or tier 2. It's all tier 3. Tier 3 crap. So here's something. Here's an example of tier 3 crap. So this pen is a Bic. This is made in the United States. It's a tier 1 pen. So if you get the same exact pen from, say, China, and you want it cheaper, it's either tier 2, which it'll do the job, but it's going to break out right here. And you'll get about, 10 pages of shit written before it cracks off. Or your ink is going to be junky and whatever. But tier 3, or the domestic companies, don't build a quality product to begin with. So they just give you tier 3 stuff. They sell it to you as cheap as possible. You got to buy 3 to get the use of one of these out of their junk. So it's garbage. But anyway, I got to go to bed. I'm tired. It's like 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 34 minutes. My throat is getting dry. I got to pee. Can you have Drew LeConte? You got your shout out, Drew LeConte. Let's see what you got on there. I don't know. You got something? No, I can't even go visit the channel. Maybe I can. Wait a minute. What is this? Drew, report removed. Put user in a timeout. And add moderator. hide user on this channel. Well, I'm not. Oh, shit. I don't want to do that. So let's say we just click on that and you'll be good. For the love of God, I'd hate to debate you. You can debate me. You want to debate me? I'm not a good debater. I never was in that club. But if you want to debate me, what do you want to debate about? I mean, it would be fun. John Deere sucks. That would be my shout out. Well, okay. If you think John Deere sucks, there you go. Anyways, it's fine. I was hoping that the farming life would show up tonight. I tried for 2.5 hours. Didn't happen. Yeah, I agree with this. Hold on a second. This is if we stopped trading with China. What happened to that? Did it go? Check out my channel. I got a few videos you can see. Show Burton, blah, blah, blah. Cockshuts is message automatic to hell. Brandon Blue. Just check out my channel. There you go. If we stopped trading with China in half a week, they would have no idea what the fuck to do. Now, China's got a shit ton of money, and it's our money. But they would know. They would know what to do. They'll find somewhere else to go with it. There's a lot of countries in the world. There's like 300 different countries in the world, and they could find places for it. The problem is, hey, 19 years old and working as general contractor doing earthwork and excavating. Love your content and keep it up. I hope it work for you someday and learn from your wealth of knowledge. Well, Rob Lockwood, okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm not taking on apprentices or anything like that, but yeah. No. Anyway, so what was I saying? The one thing that they cannot produce anywhere else is large volumes of grain. If China says we're not going to buy from the United States, there's no pot of golden grain somewhere else. There's still I guess they could offset it. So if China comes in and it's a bidding process, maybe China will go down to Argentina and Brazil and say, hey, we want all your soybeans. Oh, too bad the United Kingdom has it already, but we'll outbid them by 50 cents a bushel, and then they'll get it. So it isn't there. That's the amazing thing, that everybody thinks that this grain is out there and can just be bought from somewhere else. It's just unfathomable that people can think that it is easily available somewhere else. It isn't. So China calls up Brazil or Argentina and says, hey, I need 40 million bushels of corn. I don't know. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass. I don't have the accurate numbers, but we'll just say 40 million bushels just because it's a fun number. So we got 40 million bushels of corn. So Argentina's like, okay, we can get you 40 million bushels of corn. No problem, China. So either they cancel orders for the 40 million bushels of corn that they had with, say, the United Kingdom, Soviet Union, or whoever needs this corn and to sell exclusively to China, or they hang up the phone. They go 1-800-USA. Hey, do you have 40 million bushels of corn laying around? Because we're going to need it. China just called up. And the United States can say, well, China just canceled an order for 40 million bushels of corn. So, yeah, we got 40 million bushels of corn. And then they start working the deal. And that's how it goes. Because China doesn't say, hey, we're canceling 40 million bushels of corn to the United States, and then say, well, we're just not going to buy it. Because that's not how it works. So it is there. It is going to come from here. Whether it goes from here to the United Kingdom because Brazil cancels their orders or cancels their shipments to the United Kingdom, the grain is still going to move right out of the ports, just like it always has. The problem is that other people are going to make the money other than the farmers. So anyway, I'm going to bed. You guys have a good night. I've been on this thing for too damn long. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your donations, everybody that gave money. That's crazy that you did, but thank you. I appreciate it. I don't even know how much you guys gave me, but yeah. Yep. I gotta reveal that one too, because you know what? And no, the farming life didn't show up. I'm sure they watched the whole entire thing with bated breath, waiting to see what was going to happen. But in my parting words before I go, is to anybody that wants to go and check out the Farming Life's channel. I really have no problem with it. If you want to go and click on the subscribe button and get inundated with 3 to 5 videos a day, that's okay. You're okay by me. I don't need to give you permission, but I don't need to tell you that you don't do it, because it doesn't matter to me. It's a free world, a free internet service. If you feel the need to go and check his stuff out, you're not going to hurt my feelings. It just isn't going to happen. You can go check it out. Check out the shit show, if you ask me. And, just like anybody that's watching his stuff, they can come on over to mine, and he'll never make a video like this. But, most of the people that are watching his videos have seen my stuff, and they're just different class of people or different type of people. How do I get a good shave? I use a razor, Fusion. But anyway, yeah, there you go. So go check him out. See for yourself. If you like them, you like them. If you don't like them, hey, don't watch them. That's just the way it is. Travis Lind, thank you. $1.99, $1.99. Yeah, and it's not going to bother me any. It isn't going to cause me any trouble. It isn't going to cause me any heartache. It's not going to do anything to me. It's okay. Fusion Mach 1. What's that? Gillette? Yeah, Gillette. Schick, Gillette, not Schick. Schick has another one. Schick does a really good job. Those razors last longer, by the way. Anyway, yeah, he's sleeping. Gillette Fusion, yeah, it's really a good razor. They're expensive, though. I mean, it is. But anyway, Clayton Drost, there you go. Oh, I left that out. Anyway, I need to get you some proper Irish beer for the next time. Guinness? Oh my God. I drank a beer one time. I got so freaking drunk, and I don't generally do this, but it was Bass beer. No, I think it was Bass, and it was dark, and I drank a lot of it. I had just been divorced, and what a mess. Life gets funny when you're divorced. Coors Light is Panther piss. Each man that horse piss. Yeah. Thanks for returning my call, Wes. Okay. Oh, I do try to return calls. Yeah. There's a guy from Oklahoma that keeps calling me. I got to get back to him. Every time he calls me, I'm busier than a one-legged man in an asking contest. Molson had that. Miller Lite had that. Tequila. Keep your head up. Keep the videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe for more. See you on the flip side.